Round one, fight!
Hey, what's up? Happy extended birthday to Mr. Malcolm Lay. I got the party hat on again. This Bugs Life hat. I don't know, you can't really see it too well, but it's one that's literally that my parents saved from '98 when the movie was released. So it's just all I could find around my house. But Malcolm's birthday was a couple days ago, but we're finally getting to his episode of choice. We let everyone on the channel choose and whatever they want to do for their episode. So tonight we are doing this episode 126. We're doing 64 best actors from New Zealand. So New Zealand, what's the deal? It's like a piece of Australia just floated off somewhere. So yeah, we'll maybe be saying that, maybe not. Like, I have a feeling that this list might surprise us because I guarantee you that there's probably some big actors that we didn't know were actually from New Zealand. So but yeah, I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson. And we will go ahead and introduce our crew. Oh, and for anyone who wonders, yes, that is a likeness of Malcolm as a pop figure. If you look very closely, he has his Harry Potter wand. He's got his dog with him. So yeah, that was pretty cool. There's a website you can custom make them. So, but anyways, we'll go ahead and we'll introduce our panel. We'll start with my co-host, Austin Pez Howell.
I'm just waiting for that 25-year-old string on your party hat to break on camera,
yeah, right,
at any second, because that would be hilarious. These birthday episodes are interesting. Everybody gets to pick what they want, and Malcolm swears we're gonna know all these people. I'm putting that to the test as we go. I didn't want to see the list to specifically test that theory, so we will see what happens as we go.
Yeah, we'll see. I wore this hat last night. It started getting very itchy about halfway through the show, so I may have to take it off.
You probably need to take it off. It's okay. I understand it's a birthday.
Yeah.
Feel free to take it off.
I don't know if the string's made of like asbestos or so. I don't know. It's like
the same string they used to have on the cheap like kids' masks for Halloween costumes back in the day. It would break immediately as soon as you put it on. Yeah, like
I was very delicate when I put it on to not break it.
Yeah.
but we'll bring in the man of the hour, Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. And yeah, I mean, just as quick here, slightly, because when I was doing the preparation for this, I found there was probably only about like 55 actors that have done sort of a lot of sort of big stuff in America. So I did throw in some directors and a couple of screenwriters in there as well, just to fill it out.
Sure.
But the old New Zealand one, there was going to be a couple that will surprise you that you would never have thought of as New Zealand born, but they are. But yeah.
Sure.
Well, I have a couple I'm going to guess. I mean, I won't say them now, but I kind of feel like maybe there might be some who reside in Australia that maybe might have been born over there. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of my guess, but we'll see. And then we also have joining us Matt Mageau, aka Soda. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, I'm like Pez here. I didn't have access to the list, so this is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure some of them I'll recognize more by face than anything else. Like, oh, I remember. Okay. There's a few I can't wait to talk about for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. Like maybe my favorite director. Everyone knows who that is if you watch the show.
There's also a certain paleontologist on here too. So
yeah. Well, we also have Stephen Shepard here. How's it going, Stephen?
Yeah, yep. For those who don't know, my name that I put on is a character played by when I googled actors from New Zealand, and this is one of the characters that he plays.
Oh, nice. Well,
and he's known more for being Australian. But he does have, but he is a New Zealand citizen, and I think he was born in New Zealand.
Oh, cool. Well, maybe we'll figure it out once it pops up. So, but we have last but certainly not least, we have the Z-Man, Mr. Zaddeus Smith. How's it going?
Going good, sir. Going well. Thank you for having me on. I can't wait to see how this goes because I have some ideas. Well, of course, one big, famous, like super star person in the geek realm that I know is from New Zealand. My boy IG11. So RIP to IG11. We miss him.
Yep.
But I'm looking forward to seeing who else is on this list because I know there's gonna be other names I know of. And I'm sure it's gonna catch me by surprise. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, and also a little point of order, real quick. Already reached out to him and I let him know about it. But we have the winner for our drawing for our 200 subscriber. We finally hit 200 subscribers. It's Mr. Zaddeus Smith. He won our 4K Dawn of the Dead box set. So
here it is, still shrink wrapped. This is your copy, Zaddeus. It is going out. I am going to hit my local shipping store tomorrow. I promise. I have a box ready to go. I'm going to throw in some other goodies as well. So there might be some other things besides that.
Nice.
I just opened my
personal collection.
I just opened my 4K of Cool Hand Luke I got in the mail, and it came with 2 different digital card codes. So I'm going to throw that in there so you can have a digital of 4K of Cool Hand Luke. As well, I've got a card game that's unopened. I'm going to throw in there. I have 2 copies of one thing. I'm going to throw that in there, and I might even go to Best Buy. I usually go on my days off to see what stuff they have there. If they have some other goofy stuff on sale, I might throw in a few other things too. Jordan knows when I ship stuff out, I'm very generous. So I will.
Oh yeah. He sent me a few things for my birthday and Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, so
that's amazing, man.
But I'm gonna send that out, and hopefully we'll have that to you sometime either late next week or a little early the week after. But I promise I'm sending it out very soon. I promise.
Yo, I believe in you, man. Yo, just thank y'all very much for that. Like when he just said get this box collection, I'm like, wait, Dawn of the Dead. We talking about the new one or the old school? New school.
This is
and I like both of them, but that one has a special place in my heart.
No, this one it looks great, and actually the set it comes with 3 different cuts of the movie. The original theatrical cut, it comes with an extended cut and the Argento cut, but they're all in 4K, so it's pretty cool. It's a 4-disc set. Now the Blu-ray has special features. This is a European set, so the Blu-ray might be region locked. I don't know, but even if it is, even just having those 3 cuts of the movie on 4K is really worth it. The movie looks amazing. It's great. So
I appreciate that so much, y'all.
Because that was a shipping error, so I wanted to give the other one away at some point. Because this is my copy right here, open. But it's so I wanted to pass that along to somebody. So congratulations, man. I'll send it out very shortly. So
thank you, man. Thank you. This is awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. And when we hit 300 subscribers, we'll do another giveaway.
We'll do it. I'll go out if I have to. I'll buy another set of something, and I'll do it on my own dime. I don't mind doing that for our fans. So appreciate that.
Yeah, we're currently sitting at 216 subscribers. So everyone that subscribes just helps us get one step closer, and it helps us get closer to getting monetized, all that stuff. So,
and it pays to, if you're watching or if you're part of our community, to get other people to subscribe, because you could be the next winner. Even just
right. Like even if they subscribe, you could win.
You could win. So pass it along, get those subscribers going. We appreciate it.
But we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. So, Austin, you want to break it down how it's going to work?
Well, I believe Malcolm will be running our bracket tonight. So, no, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'll still explain. But Malcolm will be our bracket master tonight. Obviously, he picked out all the people in the thing, made the bracket. Has it gone? But we'll go around as he brings those up and down the list, and everybody will just pick which actor they like more, or which filmographies of each actor they like more, or however you want to vote is up to you. And, we'll still try to keep it moving, try to keep it to, 30, 40 seconds a pop, just to keep the pace going. We'll do that. And I'm sure Malcolm will let us know, obviously, who each of the person is and maybe what they're best known for as we go. So we'll let him do that before everybody votes. That's kind of how it'll work. And we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, don't mind me tonight. I had to rush home. I'm eating my pizza while we're doing this, but it'll be like a party. We'll just pretend we're at Malcolm's birthday party, right?
Yeah. Hey, all right. Pass the plate around, Jordan. So pass it.
Yeah, here.
Left, right here. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that. Let me get some.
Yeah. Did you bring enough for the whole party, Jordan? And I mean,
we'll have to ship it to you, and it might be kind of.
I'll throw in a piece. That is. Hopefully, it'll still be good.
Just put that as a shrink wrap.
Right.
But I'll go ahead and I'll bring up our bracket and we'll get started. So
let's see what we got.
Here we go.
So the first matchup we have, Richard Curtis, who was actually born in New Zealand, and Andrew Dominic. So, I mean, obviously, everyone knows Richard Curtis, like he directed Love Actually, About Time, Boat That Rocked, or as it's known in some countries, Pirate Radio. He created Mr. Bean. And then Andrew Dominic wrote the movie Chopper, The Assassination of whatever the long title
James
is.
by the coward Robert Ford.
And also the much controversial Blonde. But, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate though that you have some of the New Zealand posters because that actually makes sense tonight. So
I
was gonna say that looks like the poster for Pirate Radio, but the boat that rocked. Okay.
The boat that rocked. Yeah.
All right. We'll start with Zaddeus. We got.
Yeah, you'll be up first.
Yeah, only because I recently saw the not recently, 2020 Pirate Radio, and I thought it was pretty good. I haven't seen Love Actually. I know. Ladies, we could be having first time thing if you're watching. But what's the other one? Is that Rachel McAdams and
it's About Time,
right?
About Time.
Right, yeah. I haven't seen that one either, but since I've seen at least one of the three, not from the others, but so I'm gonna go with Richard Curtis.
Richard Curtis. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven, what do you think?
Well, Andrew Dominic, he's kind of a mixed bag for me because I did like The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, even though it is a bit on the long side and it does, focus a little too much on some of the side characters. But it's a good movie. I'm not crazy about one movie that I remember critics loved that I wasn't crazy about that he did was Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt and Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I've seen with Richard Curtis besides Love Actually, because I always wanted to see About Time, but I never actually got around to seeing that one. But I'll go with Andrew Dominic, just barely.
Yeah. Sounds good. We also have Matt Mageau. What are you going to go with?
So, I have actually never seen any of these movies, but I am familiar with 5 of the 6. So I'm gonna go with Richard Curtis because of Love Actually, because of its reputation and all the jazz, and it's clear though it's the one I've heard of the most.
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, fun fact about Richard Curtis, those are the only 3 movies he's ever directed. He's more he's more of a screenwriter than anything. Andrew Dominic, I haven't actually seen like The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. I've seen Blonde, which is interesting, but I'm going to go Richard Curtis on this.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
Yeah, I'll go with Richard Curtis. I've seen all 3 of those movies, and I like all 3 of those movies so much.
Yeah.
You also wrote 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill.
Yesterday.
I love 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Richard Curtis did.
Yeah, no, as I said, those are the only ones he's actually directed. He's
shit! If I had known that, I would have definitely given more of a concrete answer for him.
Yeah.
Warhorse. He was a screenwriter on Warhorse.
Wow,
I love that movie, actually.
We watched yesterday's episode. Austin isn't a fan of horse movies, so. All right.
I went on a whole diatribe looking at horse movies, trying to find one I actually like.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I'll probably go with Richard Curtis. I've seen all 3 of those, and I like all of them, especially About Time. I mean, you got multiple movies that have Bill Nighy in them, so that's cool.
That's right.
Yeah, and then Andrew Dominic, I haven't seen actually any of those movies, so they're all blind spots I need to check out. But yeah, let's go with Richard Curtis. Yeah.
Right. Next up, we've got Anna Paquin versus Milo Corfin. Milo Corfin, he played the Green Ranger in Power Rangers RPM. He was in Ash vs. Evil Dead. He also popped up briefly in Guns Akimbo. And Anna Paquin, you obviously know from as Rogue from X-Men. I chose not to put that one on the screenshot, but she voiced that dinosaur in Good Dinosaur, which I think is called Ramsey. She was Peggy in Irishman and Sookie in True Blood.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Then we'll start with Steven this time. What are you going to go for?
I am not familiar at all with Milo Cawthorn. I don't think I'm trying to look through his filmography, and I don't think I've seen anything here.
Oh. Not even Guns Akimbo?
Nope, I haven't seen Guns of Kimbo. Haven't seen what else did you mention? But Anna Paquin is great. Obviously, she's an Oscar winner. Although I've actually never seen The Piano, but I've seen a ton of stuff with her. So yeah, I'll go with Anna Paquin.
Yeah, sounds good. Soda, what you gonna go for?
Yeah, I'm like Steven. I actually don't know who this Milo Cawthorn gentleman is, but I probably would have given it to Anna Paquin anyways, because I'm basically going to echo Steven's sentiments here. And let's not forget, like, the first movie I ever saw her in was Far Away Home. I saw that when I was in elementary school. The whole class
yeah.
I've been ever since. Yeah, I would give it to her for just her body of work.
Yeah, absolutely. Malcolm, what are you gonna go for?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the reasons I put Milo Corfin on here is just because of the Power Rangers connection. Because, like, as you'll find out with a lot of these New Zealand actors appeared in Power Rangers because it was formed in New Zealand for a long period of time. But as soon as the matchup came up, I knew it was easily going to be Anna Paquin anyway, because, like, X-Men and everything else she's been in, like, she's just great. So Anna Paquin is getting it for me.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I do recognize him from Power Rangers. I've seen most of the Power Rangers series, but unfortunately RPM was definitely one of my bottom 5. Like, I did not like RPM that much. So yeah, it wasn't really my bag. So yeah, I'll pretty easily go Anna Paquin here, like her in the X-Men movies, and yeah, she was good on True Blood, so I'll go Anna Paquin.
Yeah, I don't really know Milo Cawthorn either, but I'll have to watch one next time I watch Guns Akimbo, because I love that movie. I want to watch that movie probably quite a bit, but yeah, so I got to go with Anna Paquin, and yeah, she's been great in a lot of things. Like, even in like X-Men when she plays Rogue, I think she was great. I think that the character was just poorly written, but I think that like her performance was actually pretty good. And I also liked her in that American Underdog movie, the story of Kurt Warner. Actually, I went and saw that in theaters, and she's pretty good playing Kurt Warner's wife on the movie. And yeah, so I'll go with Anna Paquin.
Yeah,
Zaddeus.
Yeah, same here. It's definitely gonna be Miss Anna Paquin for me. If not just X-Men, but True Blood also. Definitely Anna.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so Anna Paquin.
Next up, we've got Pua Magasiva, who was in Power Rangers Ninja Storm as the Red Ranger, but he was also in 30 Days a Night and Sione's Wedding, obviously. And then we've got John Lee, whose career is basically Power Rangers. He appeared briefly in like Power Rangers Megaforces, that character there, Beast Morphers, and he's also Mr. Atkinson in the Disney Channel original movie Avalon High. I couldn't find a picture of him in that, but so you just use the post.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Well, we'll go to Matt first. What are you gonna go for?
I have no clue who either of these guys are.
Yeah, your theory kind of fails in this round completely, Malcolm. I don't know who any of these people are. Sorry. Yeah. And I'm a giant Power Rangers fan, and I still don't recognize either one of these two.
I vaguely recognize one.
Don't use black font on blue background. That's hard to read. So I'm gonna, you know what? Because of his name, I'm gonna go with Pua Magasiva. That guy.
Yeah.
Top guy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a legitimate reason. Okay.
Well, Malcolm?
Yeah, as I said, some of these I include just only because of Power Rangers. But yeah,
They're fluff.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's one of those ones like and plus Austin, you've seen Sione's Wedding, haven't you? You've seen Pure
Yeah, I
Magazine,
watched that, but I couldn't. But I saw it once. I mean, I couldn't
yeah,
tell you. Like,
I mean, he was a titular Sione, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Pure
Okay.
Magazine on this as well.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Sounds good.
I watched it
Awesome.
once, and I can't say I was like super paying attention to it, to be honest. Like, it was fine. It was fine. Here's my only reasoning: I like Power Rangers Mega Force more than Ninja Storm, so I'll take John Lee. That's my reasoning. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't know that guy Pua. However you say last name, and like
Magasiva.
Yeah, Magasiva. Yeah, he was in Sione's Wedding, aka Samoan Wedding, it's also known as in some countries, and it kind of looks like he's from Samoa, like he actually could be, but I guess he's New Zealand. So yeah. So and then I actually like Sione's Wedding. I mean, it's not like going to be like an all timer for me, but it's fun though. I still enjoyed a better version of Mike and Dave needed wedding dates. So yeah, let's go with Pua Magasiva. Yeah, Zaddeus.
Because I see that John Lee was in the episode of Xena Warrior Princess back in the 1999 2000. I'm going with John Lee.
That's a reason. There you go.
Yeah, some of these we gotta come up with some reason. We gotta stretch a little, but
And I rock with my girl Lucy Lawless.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I'm Steven.
So apparently, Paul Magasiva died in 2019, and he was only 38.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why his name sounded familiar.
Yeah.
But
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But looking at both of their filmographies, they each have been in one thing I've seen them in. Paul Magasiva was in 30 Days of Night, but I'm going to go with John Lee because he apparently has a role in The Frighteners.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
All right,
Sounds
so
good.
that means we have a first tie. So we'll start. The tiebreakers just rotate, starting at the bottom as well. So Zaddeus will just have all the power. You can go for wherever you want.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm gonna go with my original.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with my original choice.
Yeah.
John Lee.
All right, John with
John Lee.
comeback.
All
Okay,
right.
so there you go. All right.
All right. Let's see who else we got here.
There he is. There's two.
It's
Cameron
Morrison.
Morrison, who was in the Marine 2, Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, come on!
Homelander. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
This was
All
actually.
right. So you have Boba Fett versus Homelander. I like it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, Malcolm, you got to start it off. So I'm guessing that's what we all know best from each.
I like to see that fight.
Django / Boba Fett versus Homelander, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as this matchup came up, like I was like, "Oh fuck, I really can't decide between the two either."
Yeah.
I mean, these are the two. These two I probably don't need to explain too much because you know Tim Morrison from multiple things, and as already, and Ebony Stars like Homeland is like the big thing he's probably known for. Plus, he was also in the TV series Banshee, which I don't know if he got over in America, but
We did. I think it was like Stars or something.
Yeah,
Stars.
Yeah, these stars. Yeah.
That show's actually really good. I've seen all of it. Yeah.
But this is really tough. I've got to go slightly to Tim Morrison though. I think I like him in more stuff, honestly.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Anthony Starr, as I like to call him, not Bradley Cooper.
Right.
Because I remember first watching The Boys, I was like, "Is that Bradley Cooper?" Like, no, it can't.
Yeah.
No, that's not Bradley Cooper. But yeah, no, I mean, he's great as Homelander. But when I think of New Zealand actors, like Tamora Morrison is one of the first people I think of because obviously, you know, Malcolm puts all these movies on there, and it seems like Tamora Morrison's in every single other, you know, New Zealand movie. So I think he kind of epitomizes, you know, one of the more breakout kind of New Zealand guys. So I'll just go with Tamora for that reason.
Yeah. I also want to give a couple of shout outs to some people in the chat. We got Sarah. She has a little comment because yes, we are dating. It's a long distance thing, but yeah. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Sarah? And then Brian. He's just wondering what our 300.
We don't know yet. We'll
giveaway.
decide when we get there.
Yeah, we haven't decided yet, but we'll decide once we get close to maybe like.
Listen, Brian, I still have to ship Zaddeus his 200 prize. Okay, we'll decide that when we get there. I still don't know. I'm gonna go to Best Buy and throw some other shit in there tomorrow. So like I don't know. Like we'll decide when we get there. But but yeah. So.
DVD to be determined.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Tamira Morrison. I mean, Boba Fett's just one of the all-time characters that are really cool. And yeah, he's always fun whenever he pops up in anything else. Yeah, I like seeing him whenever he shows up. So, and especially on the Book of Boba Fett, like he just carried that. He was so good in that. So yeah, let's go with that. I'm Zaddeus.
I think I'm gonna go with only because I really only seen him so far as home manager. I'm gonna go with Tamara Morrison because I'm sure as he started, he's a great actor in what he does. I just need to see him in more stuff. That's on me, but gotta go with the homie tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven, what you got?
So I actually have never seen The Boys. But it's a show I want to watch just because I know like Jensen Ackles is in it later on, and Jeffrey T. Morgan is going to be in it too. So that's going to be kind of cool to see John and Dean Winchester together again.
Where you at, Jared?
Oh yeah, they got to get Jared back too, and whoever the actress that played the mother. But yeah, so I'll go with Tamara Morrison.
Yeah, and Soda. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm also going to go with Tamara Morrison just because it's Tamara Morrison. And as well, I have only seen, it turns out, what I thought was one is actually two movies with Anthony Starr in. Two things, sorry, The Boys. And I didn't know this until now when I looked it up, but he plays the best friend that dies without a paddle that sends the three guys on their trip.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Wow, okay.
You got Kevin Costner.
That's a good movie. Yeah.
That's one of those things like when you go back and watch those movies from the 2000s and they have those side people and you recognize them later for something they did later and you're just like, oh, wow, okay, I didn't know this person, this character actor was in there. This person,
the first handful of episodes of Supernatural and see how many people who later went on to do big there. But yeah, no, it's just like this is like Kevin Costner in The Big Chill. He played the friend that died.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So Chairman Morrison moves on.
Tomorrow.
And spoiler, there's going to be another actor from The Voice coming up. So.
Okay.
But next up, we've got Stephen Kay, who is a director. He directed Get Carter and some episodes of Mirror Kingstown and Yellowstone. Up against Martin Campbell, who directed Mask of Zorro, Casino Royale, and I have a few other Bond movies and Green Lantern.
Yeah, he did Golden.
Yeah. Oh, he's a golden.
You go up and then
yeah, he did GoldenEye and then jumped to Casino Royale. Yeah.
Nice. So
all right, I'm up first. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Stephen Kay, so I'll keep this fairly short. But yeah, Martin Campbell is a pretty solid director, and yeah, he made some good Bond movies and stuff. So I'll go with I can forgive him from Green Lantern. Everybody has a bad day; it's fine. So I'll go with Martin Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, with Stephen Kay, like. I've been meaning to get around to Yellowstone. I mean, I actually have seen the first season. I actually caught it like when it first came onto Spike TV, or I guess it would have been the Paramount Network at that point. But before it became like a huge phenomenon, and I was like, yeah, the show's pretty good. And then like once it became popular, I kind of dropped off, so I need to go back to it. But yeah, Martin Campbell's great. Like I mean, if he directed GoldenEye, that's my favorite James Bond movie of all time, and Casino Royale's great too. That one's up there. That's going to be top 5. So 2 of the best James Bond movies. And yeah, we can forgive him for Green Lantern. I don't think Green Lantern is as bad as everyone says. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like a pile of dog shit.
I would take a movie
I
like
think.
Green Lantern over almost all of Phase 4 any day, honestly. Being honest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, so let's go with Martin Campbell. Zaddeus. You got
Yeah. As soon as I saw Casino Royale, I knew it was gonna be Martin Campbell, and I agree with Green Lantern's not horrible. It's not great. It's not probably not even good, but it's not. It's no crap tested for 2016, which I consider the worst comic book movie of all time. I hated that movie. Yes, I can't call that movie fantastic. I can't even say the name because no, can't do it.
Well, that's why we all call it fan four stick. Yeah. Or you call it fan four shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Martin Campbell. Plus, I forgot he did. Was that Mask of Zorro or Legend of Zorro?
He did both,
Mask.
Mask and Legend.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those were decent. Yeah.
He directed another really underrated movie called The Foreigner with Jackie Chan. It's a really good movie.
Oh yeah, that one's good too. Yeah,
it's not like
old man Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's not like Jackie Chan, like martial arts people all over the place. It's more of a drama. It's really good. It's really good.
Right, that's Jackie Chan Taken, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, basically like that.
And Pierce Brosnan's in it. Yeah, it's a good little movie. I like it.
Yeah. Well, Steven, who are you gonna go for?
I'm gonna go with Martin Campbell, but I do want to shout out Stephen K. I'm looking at his filmography, and while he's made a couple of movies, including one that both of the movies that he directed are not highly well regarded movies, but I always enjoyed the Sylvester Stallone Get Carter.
Yeah.
But he's actually directed a ton of television.
Yeah.
That's what he seems to be his bread and butter, because he directed an episode of The Punisher. He
directed a lot of Yellowstone recently.
Yeah,
a whole lot
Covert Affairs, which I never got around to seeing. I just saw the pilot and always thought it kind of seemed very similar to Alias, but I always wanted to continue watching it, but I haven't.
Jordan, he directed three episodes of Friday Night Lights, one of your favorite shows of all time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love
Friday Night Lights, The Shield, Sons of Anarchy.
He's married to Piper Perabo too, so that's a dub.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
That's probably why he did Covert Affairs then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with Martin Campbell, but Stephen K. seems to have a pretty solid workmanlike, filmography.
He's a working man director.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Soda.
Yeah, Mask of Zorro is in my top 10 favorite films of all time.
Oh wow!
Nice. So I'm going to give it to Martin Campbell based on that alone.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
well, Malcolm.
And Stephen K's one of the few directors who's also actually done a few acting as well, because he has appeared in a couple of episodes of Quantum Leap. I believe it's the original Quantum Leap he appeared in.
Wow!
Plus some Murder She Wrote, Party of Five, and stuff like that as well. But
he's had a semi-recurring role on General Hospital over the years.
Yeah. Well, what you tell my ex-wife? She's like absolutely obsessed with General Hospital. She watches it every day.
I mean, isn't that the same for just every other actor? Those who?
I know. Well, that's like saying this Australian actor appeared on Neighbours.
Or just to use the topic today, like every New Zealand actor's appeared on our soap Shulman Street at least once as well.
Sure.
Right. British actor is in Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I know of Stephen K. I haven't actually seen anything he's done. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Yellowstone, and that, so I should really get onto that. But it's going to be Martin Campbell easily.
Yeah. All right.
He directed the other big movie he directed was Boogeyman, which I kind of liked that one too.
There's been
there's
been like 7 movies called Boogeyman, and there's even another one coming out soon called like the.
Oh yeah, there is another one. Yeah,
it's really confusing. There's one with Tobin Bell. It's like straight to DVD. There's another one.
When are they going to make a movie based on the WB character, the Boogeyman?
I was gonna say, right?
Next
Well,
up,
you have
we've
to have
got
an actor that lied about his age first, and then you can make that movie.
Yeah.
but next up we've got Anthony McCartan, who's a screenwriter who wrote Darkest Hour, Bohemian Rhapsody, Two Popes, and Fear of Everything. And then we're up against Martin Sockers, who was in Lord of the Rings, The Celeborn. He played
Triple X.
that character in Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, and he was also, I think his character is called Mr. Smith and Kangaroo Jack.
And the Equalizer. Also,
Well, yes, he was great in The Equalizer and
yeah, it
Triple X.
was.
And in a Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I love that movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm up first, and I'm probably gonna go with Martin Suzuki, or how is that how you say it?
Sockers.
Yeah, Sockers. Yeah, just because I've never heard of either of these two, so but Martin Sockers, there's been more things that I like. I mean, Lord of the Rings, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I even like Kangaroo Jack. I mean, I'll defend that movie. So, yeah, the other one, he's written some things that I kind of like, but don't necessarily love. So let's go with Martin Sockers. Yeah. Zaddeus?
Yeah, definitely my man Martin. Again, he's one of those guys I don't know by name all the time, but when I see him in the movie, I know he's gonna give a good performance. So yeah, Martin.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm looking through Anthony McCartan's filmography, and I haven't seen anything that he's written. Even though I know these are supposed to be good movies. I mean, Theory of Everything, Darkest Hour, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Two Popes, but I haven't seen any of them. Funny thing is, I was going back and forth between two names to put on my, and I almost went with Anarchy 99, which is the terrorist group.
Yeah, and Triple X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'll go with Martin Zokas.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Yorgi in Triple X. Yeah, the main guy. Okay.
Nice. Well, Soda?
I'm with Z-Man there, where Martin Zokas is somebody who I know by face but not by name. But because of how much I really love Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter, I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds good.
the only reason I probably don't know him by name is because he's kind of hard to pronounce last name.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, Malcolm, who are you gonna go for?
Yeah, I mean the reason I specifically chose the movies I did for Anthony McCartan is because he was nominated for Oscars for all of them. And it and I mean it's one of those and I think he has been nominated for a few others as well, but I could only fit 4 on that on this thing.
Nice.
But yeah, it's one of those ones I'm not a big fan of a lot of those movies, but I do think that for the most part they're all well written. But I will show some love to Evan McCartan and give him my vote here, but I'm pretty sure I know where this is going.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Well, there's a biopic movie made for TV back in 2000 of the Three Stooges, and Martin played Ted Healy, so I'll give it to him for that.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah.
no shit, eh?
Yeah, no, I kind of like that movie. I'm a huge Three Stooges fan, so
Me too, yeah.
So there you go. I'll give it that.
Me too. I grew up with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. All right. Well, I guess it's Martin Zakis, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
it's one of those ones as soon as someone from Lord of the Rings pops up, I'm pretty sure they could
Sure.
get the vote.
Probably.
But we've got Jared Turner, who was in 30 Days a Night and Underworld Rise of the Lycans, up against Brett McKenzie from Flight of the Conchords and Austenland.
All right. It'll be Zaddeus up first.
Because I like the movie 30 Days a Night, Drake. Come on down.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Jared Turner's another Power Rangers actor. He was in Dino Fury.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because of course they all these New Zealand people have a Power Rangers connection, like Malcolm said.
Well, Steven,
Yeah.
you got.
trying to look up this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
because I've never seen Flight of the Conchords or Austinville, so I'm looking to see if he's done anything else that maybe I've seen.
Yeah, Brett McKenzie hasn't actually done that much outside of Flight of the Conchords and that.
Well, he has an acting role in The Hobbit.
Yeah, I mean he was but it's just one of those ones that I couldn't find a picture of that character. I did try.
And he's probably one of them. He's not even credited, but he's in a couple of the Lord of the Rings movies. So I'll go with Brett McKenzie, I guess.
Yeah, sounds
Seems
good.
like he's more of a music guy. Like he writes a lot of stuff too.
Yeah. Well, Soda. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Brett McKenzie. Like out of all these guys, I've seen 30 Days of Night, but I saw it so long ago, I barely remember anything. But with Brett McKenzie, I'm very familiar with Flight of the Conchords because of their popularity.
Yeah.
Hey, Clement too, who I know we're gonna see later. So yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Sounds good. Malcolm, you got.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those ones like I've seen Underwood Wiser Lycans. Like he's relatively forgettable in it. But yeah, I've actually seen Austin Land. It's a really fun romantic comedy. Probably not one that Austin's going to be gravitating towards anytime soon. But I'm going to go Brett McKenzie.
Is that Austin Land as in Jane Austen?
Yeah.
I can't stand Jane Austen.
Yeah, me neither. Mr. Darcy and all that. Yeah.
I'll go Jared Turner because he was in 2 different Power Ranger series. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Dino Fury and Jungle Fury. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably go with Jared Turner also, just because he's probably in more things that I would gravitate to. I'm also not a Jane Austen or like any of that stuff. I have seen Flight of the Conchords, and it's good. It's funny, but I just don't really know him. So I'll go with Jared Turner.
So it'll be a tie to Steven then. Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny,
I know, right? Yeah.
Brett McKenzie. I'll stick with Brett McKenzie.
Right. It's like whoever that won't make it past this other round, probably.
Yes.
Next up, we've got the other boys actor coming up, Carl Urban.
Ooh.
Up against Peter Jackson.
Oh, come on. Put Carl Urban up
I
against
apologize for calling your mama a whore. You son of a whore.
Yeah. You did this on purpose.
Damn it. Can we switch Carl Urban with like Brett McKenzie and put him through the other one?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Yeah. Oh, come on.
Let me go find a coin here.
Yeah. And let's take a guy who's in Peter Jackson's movies. Yeah, what the fuck? Come on.
Yeah, right.
Tried over Peter fucking Jackson.
I mean, I didn't do this on purpose. It's the other man.
I know. God damn it. All right. But
I'm trying to find a coin. Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
So I guess Steven's first.
Yeah, Steven.
I'm torn because as I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy, obviously, and the Hobbit trilogies gets more hate than it deserves sometimes. But I think I'm going to go with Carl Urban. I just, it's hard. I'll go with Carl Urban.
Yeah, sounds good. Soda, who you got?
Look, I've got one ring to rule them all tattooed on my arm. Okay. Like I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fans, but yes, we enjoy them. But I have to give it to Carl Urban because of all of the awesomeness that he's been in. Thor Ragnarok, the Star Trek Kelvin trilogy, Lord of the Rings, Doom, Dread. You know, like
yeah,
the dude's got a career.
Yeah,
The dude's pretty good at what he does. So I'm gonna.
And he's good on the boys. He's awesome.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like he's a great butcher. I've read the comics, so I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, he makes a great butcher.
Yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like this is one of those cases. I like Peter Jackson, and I like the Middle Earth movies and the Frighteners and like, all the other movies he's directed. Plus, his cameo on Hot Fuzz is a lot of fun as well. But yeah, Carl Urban's been in a lot of stuff. I like. I like the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies that he's in. I even like Doom. I'm one of those rare people that actually do like Carl Urban and Doom. And obviously Carl Urban's good on Lord of the Rings, The Boys, and everything. So I'm going to go Carl Urban on this.
Yeah. I'm Austin.
So this might be more of a technicality, but the title of the thing is actors, not directors. And let's go with a fucking awesome New Zealand actor. And Carl Urban because he's Judge fucking Dredd. So let's because he didn't have the ego to be like, oh, I got to take my helmet off at some point. He stuck to the gimmick. He has the voice. He has the presence, and I want to see him again in that damn outfit. Like I want to see him in that helmet again at some point. So
still one of the best 3D movies I've seen.
It's great.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm the same way. I gotta go with Carl Urban. He's awesome. Yeah, like I think he's the best part of the boys, like for sure. And then yeah, like I feel kind of bad though because I actually met Carl Urban at a convention and I hadn't even seen Dredd at that time, so I felt kind of like a loser when I went to go meet him. Like, hi, like I haven't even seen like one of your best movies, and like even not having seen it, like I knew that movie was good and I knew I should have watched it, but I just hadn't yet. So. But
at that point, you'd seen more of his other stuff.
Yeah, I was mostly going up to him for like Lord of the Rings and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I mean Peter Jackson, like he's great too. I mean I also am a big fan of the Frighteners too because I'm a big Michael J. Fox fan. But yeah, it's got to be Carl Urban though. Yeah, Zaddeus.
Yeah, not. I'm personally not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but I give all props to Peter Jackson, but gotta go with my boy Carl Urban. Like besides the movies that he's done that I've seen back in 2000 stuff, numerous movies in the course with the boys. Again, I first saw Carl Urban back on my show, Xena Warrior Princess, and I think he was also on Hercules for an episode 2. But I remember him being Caesar back in that show. So like, yeah, we go back. Yeah, in which I just found out Xena was filmed in New Zealand. Awesome.
That makes sense. It's probably like one of those shows that a lot of New Zealand actors probably appeared on at some point, much like the soap opera. So they just showed up on Xena just because it's there. Yeah.
I just wonder how you're such a big Xena fan, but you don't like Lord of the Rings. That's kind of like a similar vein, isn't it?
Because Xena's badass and she's sexy and hot. That's why.
Sure. Yeah. Right. I get it. Yeah.
She was one of the reasons I got into Spartacus because she's on there taking her shirt off all the time.
And
so, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like Xena Warrior Princess, it is a more action-heavy series. Lord of the Rings is more walking through the forest type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, there's more of that, but there's some pretty good action.
Totally. It's just there's a lot of walking in between.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, it's Carl Urban moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ironically, that read exactly the way I thought when that matchup came up.
Okay.
But next up, we've got Matthew Sutherland, who was Pearl's father in Pearl, plus he was also in The Lost City of Z. And up against Jane Campion, who directed Power the Dog, The Piano, and Holy Smoke, among others.
All right, so it's Soda first.
Yeah.
Again, 2 people I have no clue who they are. Because The Piano is there, and it's an Oscar-winning film. I'm going to go with Jane Campion.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, you got?
Yeah. I haven't got around to seeing Pearl yet. I really want to. I think I blind bought it. I today, but it's probably not going to come out until that releases on Blu-ray, which is about a month or so. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jane Campion on this.
Yeah, Austin.
I'm gonna go with Matthew Sunderland because I like Pearl, but this round is who cares because they're gonna lose to Carl Urban in the next round anyway. So
Yep, exactly.
all right.
Yeah, like I'm kind of the same way. Like at all the movies listed, I have seen some of these in movie. I mean, I've seen Power of the Dog, I've seen Lost City of Z, I've seen Pearl, and probably out of all of them, I like Pearl and the Lost City of Z probably better than the rest. So let's go Matthew Sunderland. Yeah. Zaddeus, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with. I haven't seen any movies with either of these two, but strictly because Matthew Sunderland starred in a movie called The Lost City of
Z. Yep. Exactly.
Ooh, Matthew Sunderland.
Yeah.
I'd say this is a pretty good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, in tournament fights, it's as good a reason as any in something like this.
Yep.
So that's fine.
Yeah, tournament fights, that works. So, yeah. But, Steven, what do you think? And you're muted.
Muted, sir.
So Jane Campion is actually a well-known director, but I'm looking at her filmography, and I've only seen one of her movies. But I actually really do like In the Cut a lot, so I'll go with Jane Campion.
Sure, yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, so we have another tie, and it goes to Soda.
Same reason. I'm going to go with Campion for.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Next up, we've got
There's
Jermaine Clement, who was
Ah,
in Flight of the Conchords, Tamatoa and Moana and Men in Black 3, up against Lawrence McCaw, who was pretty much unrecognizable in the Lord of the Rings series because he was all three of those characters. Plus, he was
with the
Mr.
orc and
Kill in Die Another Day.
and the freaking whatever they call that king guy, the dark
Rich King of Angmar.
Yeah, the Witch King. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, I believe is it Malcolm first?
It is Malcolm first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the I like Lawrence McCaw in the Middle Earth series. I think he's great at what he gets given, especially for being sort of under heavy makeup and that for long periods of time in the movies. That's definitely not easy to act alongside. But it's got to be Jermaine Clement for me because he's been in a lot of good things and so yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Austin. What do you
I'll
think?
pretty easily just go Jermaine on this one. I love What We Do in the Shadows, and he's great as Vlad. And What We Do in the Shadows, he's awesome. So I'll just stick with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the same way. Like I'm a big fan of Jermaine Clement. Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows is awesome, and yeah, like anytime that he pops up, he's a lot of fun. So I mean, I even saw him recently on I'm a big Jared Hess fan because of Napoleon Dynamite, and that he's in a movie directed by him called Don Verdine. I actually like that movie too. So yeah, I'll vote Jermaine Clement. Yeah. Zaddeus?
Yeah, because he had one of the dopest songs in Moana, Jermaine Clement.
And also he pops up in Gentlemen Broncos. That's another Jared Hess.
Yeah.
But I'm Steven. Who you got?
He's actually pretty menacing in Fellowship of the Ring, but you could also argue that the makeup probably did most of the work there.
Yeah, did the heavy lifting.
So yeah, I'll go with Jermaine Clement. The only thing I really recognized him in from was Men in Black 3, and I liked him in that, so I'll go with him.
Yeah, that sounds good. Soda, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a no-brainer for me. It's Jermaine Clement. I showed my mom about 3 weeks ago What We Do in the Shadows, and it's one of the few times my mom actually shut up during a movie and watched it. She really enjoyed it, and I just love him in everything I've seen him in. in that. I love him in Moana as well. Men in Black 3, which one of the few that actually really enjoyed it. I liked him in there. I love Jermaine Clement. He's awesome, and apparently he's a pretty cool guy. A friend of mine has partied with him, who lives in New Zealand, who Malcolm knows, Jess, has actually partied with Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi, and said they're as cool as you think they are.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, I wish I could do that. But Malcolm, what do you think?
I started the.
Oh yeah.
So I
right.
think Jermaine Clement's moving on.
Jermaine Clement. Cool.
But looking at the pictures, it's hard to believe that is the same guy as that.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
He's
even
a
if you put
good
his
character actor.
Flight of the Conchords thing next to like Vlad and What We Do in the Shadows, he doesn't even look the same either. Like, it's really
Yeah, right.
He's a good character actor, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Moving on, got Stefania Levy Owen, who was in Krampus, Sweet Tooth, and The Beach Bum, up against Jed Brophy, who was I forget which Hobbit that was, but he was also in District 9.
All right.
So
So it'll be Austin.
Again, I'm sorry. Your theory is a little far fetched. There's been 7 or 8 people in here. I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Unless I looked them up. I'll go with Stefania because she's cute and she's in Krampus. That's all I got.
Yeah. I'm just gonna double check. Okay, Zaddeus had a connection issue, but yeah, but yeah. Actually, I'd probably go with I've never heard of either one, but was it Jed Brophy? Is that how you say it? But yeah, because I mean, played one of the Hobbit, but even more so District 9. I'm a big fan of District 9, and yeah, I've always wanted to even see like maybe some kind of sequel or like something in that vein, even a spinoff or something. Yeah. So let's go with Jed Brophy. Yeah. We'll go to Steven. You got
Steven?
And don't forget you muted as well.
Yeah.
Well, I was also looking at one of the filmographies, trying to figure out who to vote for.
Yeah, this one you kind of have to do that.
I mean, I think I recognize Jed Brophy. I don't think I've seen anything with Stefania.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Jed Brophy, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we'll go back to Zaddeus since he dropped out for a second. Who you got here? Jed Brophy or Stefania Levy Owen? I think that's how you say it.
I'm gonna go with Stefania. I'm gonna go with Stefania.
Yeah. Sounds good. Soda.
I'm gonna go with Jed Brophy because I remember liking the Hobbits themselves the one time I saw the movies, and I enjoyed District 9.
Yeah.
AKA this round is like the other one. This will be whoever wins here will just immediately lose to Jermaine Clement, so it's okay.
Yep. Yeah. Right. Yep. Well, Malcolm.
Yeah, and just to quickly say, the dwarf he plays on The Hobbit is Nori.
Okay.
But yeah,
All their names sound the same.
this is one of those ones like Stefania. I think I've seen one episode of Sweet Tooth. Really need to actually probably sit down and watch it and get. I've seen The Beach Bum and all that, but I'm also going to go Jed Brophy in this because I'm a big fan of The Hobbit and I actually do like District 9.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Jed,
So I think it's
42.
Jed Brophy. Yeah. Right.
Next up, we've got Andrew Nichols, who was a screenwriter on The Truman Show, Simone and Gattaca.
Okay.
Up against Manu Bennett, who was in the
there we
first
go. This is
movie,
a tough one, actually.
Spartacus and Arrow.
Yeah.
Man, there's some of these that are like, I don't know who either of these are. And then there's like one like this where I like both of these people.
Yeah. Right. Well, who's up first now?
You up first.
Me? Okay. Yeah, probably. I'll go with Andrew Nichol just because. Yeah, I like the Truman Show, Simone and Gattaca. I think they're all really good. So I mean, if he wrote those, then yeah, that's a pretty good. I mean, even just those three. So yeah, let's go with Andrew Nichol. Steven, I guess Zaddeus is in and out.
I love Manu Bennett as Deathstroke. He was awesome on Arrow. But I got to go with Andrew Nichol. Not only, I mean, I think Simone is a criminally underrated movie. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is.
It got such mediocre reviews when it came out.
Well, yeah, whatever you say, guys. I saw the
Plus,
was so bored.
plus, he did Lord of War with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, and as a screenwriter, he wrote The Terminal, which I think is underrated. And so, yeah, I'm going to, Gattaca. I love The Truman Show and Gattaca. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Andrew Nichol.
Yeah. We'll back to Zaddeus.
Change it.
Jordan directed that movie you love, In Time. He directed that movie.
Oh, wait, that was
with Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
With Andrew Nichol. Yeah, I actually really like that movie a lot. It's like one of those honorable mention type movies. It's not in my 128, but it's like an honorable mention.
Yeah. And see, I just wanted to point out, Manu Bennett, much like everybody else who pointed out, was on one episode of Xena.
Yeah.
Well, every New Zealand actor ever was on, especially a big hulking guy like that. He probably played like some brood, some guy she fought at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably one of the Warriors. But yeah, if not for Xena, he wins my vote just from being one of the best parts of Arrow as Slade Wilson and Deathstroke, like season 1, season 2, like. Him and Stephen Amell were I won't say carrying that show, but their flashbacks were some of the greatest things on that show. So yeah, going Manu Bennett for me.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Soda, so you got.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Manu Bennett. Like each of them I only know them for one thing. I do enjoy the Truman Show, but I love Manu Bennett as Slade Wilson in Arrow. Like that was some good shit.
Yeah. I remember that they showed us the movie Gattaca, one of my biology classes that I took in high school, just because like the cloning aspect and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool. We watched that, but Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Truman Show, but yeah, I'm going to use the logic Austin used earlier. This is like titled New Zealand actors. So I'm going to go Manu Bennett here because he is like, I do like him narrow, and it's crazy when you think of like the Marine franchise and having two different New Zealand actors in different installments. Yeah. And I mean, I didn't put him on there just because I think everyone knows about him being in Lord of the Rings as well. He was one of the orcs as well. But I'm going to go Manu Bennett.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Manu. Not as much for Deathstroke, although he's a good Deathstroke, but I love the Spartacus series, and yeah, he's Crixus on Spartacus. He was one of the main kind of gladiator guys. So
he was great. Yeah.
So I'll go Manu as well. So
one of my best friends was all excited to show me Spartacus. He's like, look how much violence and nudity that this show has.
Great. It's nothing but over the top violence and nudity and gladiator.
Yeah, right.
It's awesome.
So it's going to be Manu Bennett.
Yeah, Manu 4-2 with the comeback. Yeah,
literally, like you'll see like a crowd shot in it. They're all naked.
I'm not saying Manu Bennett, deserves to continue on, but I just wish it wasn't at the expense of Andrew Nichol.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Pamela Stevenson, who was Lorelai in Superman 3 and was in Saturday Night Live from 84 to 85.
And married to Billy Connolly.
Forgotten years.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Up against Craig Parker, who was in the reboot of Charmed. He was in Underworld Rise of the Lycans. And he was also in Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Well, let me look him up and let's see if he was on Xena as well.
Yeah, right.
I believe he was.
Well, there we
go.
90s and he was on 3 episodes of Xena, so there you go.
Yeah,
he played three different characters in 3 different episodes, so there you go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And he was on 2 episodes of Young Hercules, not just regular Hercules, but Young Hercules.
Oh, the Ryan Gosling show. Nice.
Yeah, the Ryan Gosling show.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about.
Yeah, that
So
was.
was like Xena and Hercules and all that filmed in New Zealand? Is that what?
Yeah,
yeah.
filmed there. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, but it'll be Zaddeus first. So.
What's the guy's name below? Who was on Xena?
Craig Parker.
Craig Parker. Yeah, we're gonna give it to Craig. And plus, actually, I thought the Charmed reboot was okay. It wasn't horrible. It definitely wasn't original, which I loved. But it was all right.
Yeah, and also he was the Power Rangers actor, Power Rangers SPD, and Power Rangers Ninja Storm. So.
Yep, he was the narrator of SPD, which is one of the better series.
Okay.
Yeah, SPD was pretty cool.
And it makes sense. A lot of these guys were also on Spartacus because that was also filmed in New Zealand. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like that's kind of the new Xena as far as like when they were filming it for 3 or 4 seasons. People popped up in and out of there because Craig Parker was also on like 10 episodes of Spartacus. So that makes sense.
Oh, nice. Well, Steven, who you got?
I guess I'll go with Craig Parker because at least he wasn't in Superman 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's
was Pamela Stevenson the lady who gets turned into the robot in
No. That was she's the secretary. She's the business fucker in this movie.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I was like, if that's the case, that scene alone, I might give it to her. But
that scene
kind of
shit out of me.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Soda. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Pamela Stevenson because she's the only one of the 2 that I know. Because I've obviously Saturday Night Live, I've seen some of her old skits. I've seen Superman 3, and like I said, she's married to Billy Connolly. So,
all right.
Oh wow, she's married to Billy Connolly. That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's her. Yeah, that's her. She became a psychiatrist in LA, and she actually trained for a lot of famous people.
Oh, nice. Well, Malcolm, who you got?
Pamela Stevens also Madame Moselle Wimboard in History World Part 1 as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I keep Pamela Stevenson in here is because she was in Saturday Night Live. So I thought, well, maybe that's someone Austin and Jordan may have seen.
Yeah, that was but I think that was the one season that was like the goofy season where everybody left and they brought in the new showrunners, and it's like the worst season.
Yeah, call that the transition season right there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, was it ever!
But yeah, I'm going to go Craig Parker though because I actually think he was good in the Charmed reboot. Like I was one of the few people that didn't hate it. I definitely don't think it was really necessary. I'm kind of interested to see where they would have gone with if they got another season, because at the end of the final season, it looked like they were going to actually do some kind of weird crossover for the OG 90s version, which I don't know how it was going to work. But I'm still going to go Craig Parker on this.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
No, it'll easily be Craig Parker again. He was a minor character on Spartacus for a couple episodes, and let's just say none of us drafted Pamela Stevenson on our SNL draft. So,
yeah. No, I don't even think that name was even brought up. Yeah, but I'll go with Craig Parker. I do recognize him as the kind of elf, like one of the elf warrior kind of guys from Lord of the Rings, and yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that I've seen and I've liked from this list. So, yeah, I'll go with Craig Parker. Yeah.
So is that everyone?
Yeah.
Did you vote Zaddeus? Yeah. You went
That was fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Next up, we've got Antonia Preble, who's in Power Rangers Ninja Force as and up against Lee Tamahori, who did Die Another Day. Along Came a Spider in the Edge.
Yeah, Lee Tamahori. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it'll be Steven. Yeah. You are muted.
I think The Edge was pretty good, and I'm a defender of Die Another Day, so I'll go with Lee Tamahori.
Yeah. Soda.
I haven't a clue who either of these are. So I'm gonna go with Antonia Preble because I like her name.
Sure, yeah. That works. Malcolm, who you got?
Yeah. Her character name in Power Rangers Ninja Force is Claire Langtree. But yeah, I mean once again, it's another and actually I think I've actually put the wrong one there. It's actually Mystic Force, not that it matters too much. I feel like none of these panels really Power Rangers heavy
Well,
people instead of
magical source, Mystic Force. No,
Yeah.
but yeah,
not one of the better Power Rangers series, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, I do like Lee Tamahori, but just
they had capes as part of their costumes. It was not good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do like Lee Tamahori's work, and I do actually enjoy Die Another Day. But just because of some of the stuff I know Antonia Preble from personally, I'm gonna go Antonia Preble.
Yeah. Austin.
Lee Tamahori had a fall off after Die Another Day because he directed Triple X State of the Union and Next. Yeah, those are pretty bad movies. But he also directed one of Malcolm's favorite movies, that Once We're Warriors, the Tim Morrison movie that he really loves. So but I'll still go with Lee because I like Along Came a Spider and the Edge. I just rewatched The Edge; it's pretty good.
I thought that movie fell off in its third act.
Well, Along Came a Spider.
Along Came a Spider.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Is that what
it's better than the Alex Cross movie that Tyler Perry did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Better than that movie.
Well, I don't really like Die Another Day. It's like a bad James Bond movie to me. I mean, it's got some cool visuals. He's got a really cool car. The Aston Martin's cool, and the ice castle and all that. But and I don't really like Along Came a Spider either, and I've never seen The Edge. So let's go Antonio Preble. Sure. Yeah. Zaddeus.
Yeah, even though Die Another Day is rough, it's really rough. He did Along Came a Spider, which I one of those movies I love back in the 90s. And well, actually not 90s, it's 2001. Wow, she seems like so long ago. And listen, it was corny as hell. But State of the Union was hilarious. State of the Union was hilarious with Ice Cube as the new. I can't even remember what his name was, but yeah. Lee.
The extreme action guy. Yeah. Yeah, so
I think that's another tie to Malcolm. Yeah.
Of all the matches that I thought was going to have a tie, there was not one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
all the ties we've had have been from these ones where we're like, I don't know, flip a coin. And all the ones we do know, it's like pretty overwhelming for like one of them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
But sorry, Lee Tamahori, but I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm gonna say this about Die Another Day. Even though I'm a defender of that movie, I'll say the second half it does drop off a lot. If the whole movie was as good as the first half, it might have been one of my favorite Bond movies. Like the first 45 minutes are great.
But next up we've got Dino Gorman, who played Kirk Douglas in Trumbo, and that dwarf in The Hobbit. I'll look up what his name is in a minute. Up against Daniel Gillies, who was John Jameson in Spider-Man 2, The Vampire Diaries, and Virgin River.
Yeah, he was Astronaut Man in Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's Malcolm first, right?
Or
who's that?
I've got Soda first, I think, next. So
sure, yeah.
Yeah, Stephen went first last time, so it'll be Soda.
Yes.
Astronaut Man.
Astronaut guy from Spider-Man 2. That guy.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah,
Dino Gorman was Philly in the Hobbit trilogy.
Okay.
But I really like Dino Gorman as Philly in the Hobbit trilogy. I think he's great in it. And honestly, I don't think he was that bad playing Kirk Douglas in Trumbo either. I think for what he was needed for in that movie. I think he did great. Unfortunately, I've not seen the Vampire Diaries. I've only seen Spider-Man 2. I think he's good in it. So I'm going to go Dino Gorman on this.
Yeah. Austin.
I'll go Astronaut Man, who was on one episode of Young Hercules with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, there you go.
They all have some kind of New Zealand show connection. All of them do.
Yeah. Well, for me, I don't know. I don't know either one of these. And Gorman, he plays one of the hobbits who gets lost in the shuffle. I only know Thor.
Although to be fair, I just want
know
Gorman was like second build on Young Hercules as well, so both these guys were on there.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's just go Daniel Gillies. He was in Spider-Man 2. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Zaddeus.
I feel like Malcolm should know what my answer would be, given my TV history.
Yeah.
Oh, when you said you had me at TV at the Vampire Diaries, but when I realized who he was, Elijah Michelson. Hell yes, one of the best. Also, one of my favorite spin-off shows, starting in the originals. Love both of those shows. So yeah, definitely Daniel Gillies.
Yeah, that's good. Steven.
Well, I mean, the other guy was actually in like a Xena, I think, or something. When I looked at his filmography.
Well, Dino Gorman was in, he's in Young Hercules and Xena and all that shit, like he is, like all those guys.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just playing the game now. Whoever comes up, I'm just seeing if they're on one of those shows.
Yeah,
either on one of those shows or Spartacus.
And Xena Hercules,
like. Xena Hercules, Young Hercules, or Spartacus. That's the big four.
Yeah.
It sounds like Daniel Gillies is in the lead, so whatever, I'll go with him.
Sure.
Sure. Proud, yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Yep.
So Daniel Gillies.
Yes. Yeah.
Next up, we've got Simone Kessel, who was Leia's mother in the Obi-Wan series, Terra Nova and San Andreas. Up against Anna Hutchinson, who was in Power Rangers Jungle Fury as the Yellow Ranger.
Oh, that's right.
Cabin in the Woods. Plus, she was also in Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior.
Yeah, she's next up blonde in Cabin in the Woods. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it'll be Malcolm first.
And yeah, I think I already know Zaddeus is going with this.
You do. You know.
But yeah, I mean, I do like Simone Kessel for the limited time she was in the Obi-Wan series, but I've got to go Anna Hutchinson. Cabin in the Woods is great, and I actually really do like her in Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior as well. So Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah. I'm Austin.
Yeah, Anna Hutchinson, because she's in Cabin in the Woods, takes her shirt off. She's very pretty, and she's a good actress too. But she's also on 10 episodes of Spartacus, so it keeps confirming my thing. So there you go.
Yeah. So, what Power Rangers was Anna Hutchinson in? Power Rangers
Jungle Fury.
Jungle Fury. She was the yellow.
The Jungle Fury.
She was the Yellow Ranger on Jungle Fury.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and also I keep seeing another thing. New Zealand, Shortland Street. Did you mention that? Is that the soap opera over there? It seems like that comes up in a lot of these people's filmographies as well. Like, a couple episodes of Shortland Street here and there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's another, I guess, the New Zealand, soap opera.
Well, I'll actually go with Simone Kessel. Is that how you say it?
Kessel.
Yeah. Oh, Kessel. The things throwing me off. Those are L's. Okay. But, because I actually really like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I was a big Terra Nova fan. I wish that series would have kept going, but they canceled that and lost a ton of money on it. So, yeah, I'll go with her. Zaddeus?
You know what? Simone Kessel, I thought I too enjoy a lot of the latest scenes with in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I thought she was great as Leia's mom. And I would go with Simone over Anna, because I went with Obi-Wan over Cabin in the Woods. Oh, but you said Terra Nova. Oh, Terra Nova watched me back in my TV throwdown days.
Yep.
Can I cuss to this show?
Yeah, Terra Nova.
Fuck Terra Nova for life. So I'm going Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Simone Kessel, 4 episodes of Hercules. So there you go. The streak continues.
Nice.
Sorry, Simone.
There you go.
That's all I'm doing right now is just looking at going back in the 90s, see who's on what all these shows.
My hate
Yeah.
for Terranova knows no bounds.
4
Yep.
Hercules, 1 Xena, and 1 Hercules, The Circle of Fire, and yeah, there you go. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. Well, he did some of those. There were some of those TV movies, Hercules in the Underworld, shit like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think like Terra Nova's kind of gotten like a cult following after it, and it got canceled, kind of. So it's kind of interesting. But Steven, what do you think?
Okay, so you guys have voted for other people for being in Xena or Spartacus.
Mhm.
I'm going to vote for Simone Kessel because she was in 1 episode of Fringe.
Oh,
Okay.
Probably some random agent in the background. or
she's
something.
like nurse number 1.
Oh, yeah.
She's just credited as nurse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
So
Like recency bias is the only reason I know who Simone Kessel is. So it's gonna be bad. Like I've seen Lord Cabin in the Woods, but it's been so long.
yeah.
So Simone Kessel.
all right.
Yeah.
So we have a tie to me. I'm going to put through Anna.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Switch it up. Sure.
No, I voted for Anna originally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Yeah.
For maybe
And
Cabin in
that
the Woods,
is the last one on that side.
Excuse me.
Right. See if we get some big names on this one. Come on. Big money over here.
I think a lot of the bigger names are probably on this
Yeah, I was
side.
gonna say there's one in particular. I'm surprised I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, I can pretty
Well-
much predict which couple are going to make it from the other side pretty
It
far.
doesn't. I had never heard
Yeah.
of on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
At least you have their filmographies up, so that helps.
I was always
Hey,
going to
there
do
she
that.
is. There's Xena.
Yeah.
Xena.
Oh, come
Xena.
on. Can we just put through Lucy Lawless and just move on? Come on. Who's KJF? I don't know who that is. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's put through Lucy Lawless and move on. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I was going to add KJ Apple as Archie in Riverdale, and
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
but yeah, as soon as I saw this matchup, I knew that
We've been
Lucy
talking about
Lawless-
Xena the whole time. Just put through Xena. Come on.
Yeah.
We really have.
I personally love her cameo in Euro Trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Great.
And she's Ron Swanson's girlfriend on Parks and
Wife.
Wife.
Diane.
Yeah, wife. Yeah.
Wife,
She's
yes.
getting married. Yeah. She's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, the last thing I'll mention, because I do think it's perfect casting, they did get her to voice Wonder Woman in Justice League: The New Frontier, which is
Yeah.
which is why Wonder
Wait,
Woman's here too.
Was Lucy Lawless one of the Tammys, or was she someone else?
No. Remember, Ron started dating a person he actually liked. Remember, she had like the kids, and he started. Kind of being, like,
Yeah, that's who it is. Wow,
Yeah.
like I almost don't even recognize.
Yeah, it's Lucy Lawless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
All right.
Next up, we've got Reese Darby, who voiced Hypnopotamus in Rise of the TMNT, Yes Man Jumanji, up against Madeline Sami, who was in Come to Daddy, Slow Rest, and a movie called Perfect Strangers.
All right.
To me, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer, too. I would just say
Who's up
put through
first?
Rice Darby, but I don't know. That's up to me.
Yeah.
That's up to somebody else.
I mean, is anyone else going to go against Reese Darby?
No.
No.
Race for me.
Yeah, let's put through Rice Darby.
No.
We'll save some time.
My mom loved the werewolves in What to Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. The werewolves,
Yeah, he's
the Flight of the
werewolves,
Conchords,
that's
all
werewolves,
that
yeah.
stuff.
I still
yeah.
haven't
And then-
watched the show yet. Is the show's as good as I hear?
Oh yeah, the show, in my opinion, it's almost better than the movie. It's freaking great.
Really?
So good. It's that good. Yeah, you got to see it. And if your mom liked the movie, she'll like the shows. So.
Next up, we've got John Turi, who was that character in Solo: A Star Wars Story, the Bolg in The Hobbit, plus Cal in Hobbs and Shaw, up against Andrew Adamson, who directed the Shrek and Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
All right. Well, you just want to go with Austin first. You can go first since we.
I
skipped
know.
the last
I am for. All right, let's scroll back and see which show he was on.
Yeah.
Okay. He did 10 episodes of Shortland Street. Okay, that sounds good. He was in Samoan Wedding. So there you go, or Sienna's Wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on SPD. So, all right, I'll give it to him.
All right.
Sure, I'll give it to John. John, what's his name?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with with Andrew Adamson because like he directed Shrek. I mean, like that's an all-timer for animation, and then the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. To me, that's the best one. So I'll go with Andrew Adamson. Yeah. Zaddeus.
Yeah, Andrew won me with Shrek.
Yep.
Yeah, so Andrew.
Yeah. Steven, what you got?
Ooh, and he did Shrek the Third though.
Well, he didn't just do Shrek. He did Shrek 2 and
Yeah.
Prince Caspian, which
We did.
I actually enjoyed.
We did those
too.
also. Okay. Yeah.
And so yeah,
They're both good.
I'm much more familiar with his filmography, so I'll go with Andrew Adamson.
And it also says he was a visual supervisor on Batman Forever and Batman Robin. Those are pluses for me.
Yeah, right. There you go.
I love those movies.
Batman Forever is a plus. Batman Robin, not so much.
Well, I mean, he did what he was asked to do. Those movies certainly look the way they look for a reason. So
Yeah, they actually looked.
And they hit
Kinda
with
cool
the right
looking,
audience, so the little kids.
Yeah, but Soda.
Yeah, it's going to be Andrew Adamson for me because those 4 movies that Steven just rattled off, I love all 4 of them.
Yeah.
My favorite in that series. I really enjoyed all 3. I really enjoy all 3 of the Narnia films. I also like Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, who you got?
I like Shrek and Lion, Witch, Wardrobe and that. But I'm going to give some love to John Tui because one thing I only just found, just realized after actually looking at his filmography, it's too late to change the Photoshop. But has anyone here watched the Rock series Young Rock?
Oh yeah.
Because John Tui is after one half of the Wild Samoans on that show.
Oh, you know what? That picture on the far right makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
But so I'm going to give some love to John Tui, but I think Andrew Adamson's still got 42.
Yeah, that's also filmed in New Zealand too, isn't it?
No, I don't. As far as I know, I don't think it is.
I'll look at it and see. But
somewhere down
there. And I was almost going to put The Rock, but he wasn't born in New Zealand, but he did grow up a lot in New Zealand.
Who, The Rock?
Yeah.
The Rock himself grew up in New Zealand.
Well, close.
All over.
Young Rock is filmed in Australia.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Andrew Adamson also directed a Cirque du Soleil movie, and those things are like impossible to like they look impossible to choreograph and do what they do in those things. So
next up, we've got Melanie Linsky, who was in 2.5 Men as Rose, but also in Yellow Jackets and Ever After. Up against
she's in Up in the Air. Also, she's Danny McBride's wife.
Up against Michael Dorman, who was in a series on Apple TV Plus called For All Mankind. He was also in The Invisible Man 2020.
Okay. And it's me first.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just taking a quick second to look. Yeah, I'll go with Melanie Linsky. Yeah, I mean, I like Up in the Air, so yeah, I'll go with that. So yeah, Zaddeus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Melanie Linsky. Even though I like The Invisible Man 2020, especially that one scene where it's cut. But I go back with Melanie Linsky, even from episodes of 2.5 Men and stuff like that. Wasn't the biggest fan of her role in TLOU. I mean, The Last of Us, but yeah, definitely are.
Yeah. Well, Steven, who you got?
Melanie Linsky. I guess I'll go with her because even though she's got one knock against her because she was in 2.5 Men.
Yeah. Looks like she probably played one of Charlie Sheen's girls or something like that.
Well, she was in 63 episodes, so she was in a huge chunk of it.
Oh wow! Yeah, main character.
But she's done some good stuff too. She was in a short-lived Fox show called Drive that I remember enjoying when that aired. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think that was with Nathan Fillion, I think. She's in an episode of Psych. She was in an episode of House. So I'll go with Melanie Linsky.
Sure, yeah. Well, Soda might have stepped away for a second, so
Yeah,
we can go to Malcolm.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think in 2.5 Men, Melanie Linsky's characters did date Charlie Sheen briefly before he was killed off the show.
Oh, okay.
But from the start of the series, she was Charlie Sheen's stalker.
Oh,
Anyone who watched The Last of Us will know who recently is Kathleen in Last of Us as well.
I need to watch more. I only saw 2 episodes.
But yeah, Michael Dorman is one of the ones I'm actually personally not too familiar with. So I'm going to go Melanie Linsky.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah. No, I like I said, I recognized her immediately from Up in the Air. I like her in that movie a lot. That little subplot with her getting married is good. And Jordan, she was in Detroit Rock City. That movie you like a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, really like that.
Yeah. So
That
I mean,
movie,
she's a definition of a kind of a quirky character actress. So
she plays Beth. That's like the main girl.
Yeah. She's like the main girl. So
Yeah.
I'll go with Melanie as well.
All right.
So does have to wait, but it's still 5 votes for Melanie. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm happy to see a comment that of someone not actually knowing Melanie Linsky was New Zealand because most of her film career has been in a lot of American stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like she was in Heavenly Creatures with that Peter Jackson directed.
Oh, there he is, Jordan.
Next up, we got Taika Waititi up against Rose McIver.
You might
And
as well
Rose
just put through Taika, honestly.
Yeah,
He's
you
probably-
may.
both for directing and acting. You might as well just put it there. He's pretty iconic for New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones. I don't think it, but I don't want to say like if you've not seen iZombie, it's a really good show. Plus,
Yeah,
Rose
it's one
McIver was.
I do want to check out. Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
Ghost is funny at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Taika kind of epitomizes a lot of New Zealand. So I mean, he just kind of is. So yeah.
No, there's the other from Simone's.
So we just put through Taika over somebody.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know.
no worries. I did put in the chat that I had to go to the bathroom and Melanie Linsky.
No, you're good. But I figured, that and Taika Waititi pretty overwhelming.
I don't know if this was mentioned. She's also in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
But yeah, next up we've got Robbie Magasiva, who was in a movie called The Tattooist, also Lord of the Rings, and Sioni's Reading, up against Jay Ryan, who played the grown-up version of Ben in it, Chapter 2. Plus, he was also in Turnover, which I don't think was from New Zealand.
I had no idea he was from New Zealand.
Terra Nova. Yeah. Let's go. Who's up first?
I am Jay. Jay, you're almost there. You almost won me over, Jay. But wait, let me make sure that Malcolm's not trying to sabotage you real quick. Wait. Tara, yeah, sorry. Who's the first guy?
Robbie
who's
something. I can't read it.
Robbie, you got my vote. F Terra Nova for life.
Yeah. Sounds good. Steven.
I'm gonna go with Jay Ryan because I actually remember him from It Chapter 2, and I thought he was good in that.
Yeah, I know that Jay Ryan. He was in a bunch of episodes of Xena and Young Hercules. He was in that. So there you go.
Oh an episode of Young Hercules, an episode of Xena. Yeah. 170 episodes of Neighbors.
and he was in Beauty and the Beast, the TV show on CW too.
Oh, okay. Well, Soda.
The only thing I've seen him in is at Chapter 2, and I actually really enjoy that movie. So I'm going to give it to him for that. I think he's actually he did a pretty good job of playing an adult version of Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Malcolm. You got?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those ones like it's probably easy to assume just from the name that Robbie is related to Pua, who we had earlier. But I'm going to go Robbie Magasiva on this. I like Jay in it, Chapter 2, but he's not one that I. Once again, he's not one that I personally have seen a lot of stuff he's in. But because I never watched Neighbours at all.
Sure, yeah. Well, Austin.
Well, Robbie was on 300 episodes of Shortland Street, so maybe you saw him.
That's how I know Robbie. Jay
I don't
wasn't
have
on
much. I don't have much logic on this one. Robbie looks like he can kick my ass if I don't vote for him, so I'll vote for that.
It's a good reason.
And also, he was on Power Rangers Ninja Storm, so there's that.
Yeah.
So. I'm gonna go with Jay Ryan. Yeah, I mean, Terra Nova, Chapter 2. I love both of those. So let's go.
All these ties for these actors we don't know about. Jordan, you sticking with Jay Ryan?
Sure. Yeah, let's go Jay Ryan. All right. I could go either way, really, but
yeah, I know. That's
I'll see Robbie Magasiva to the houses of everyone that didn't vote for him.
Yeah.
But next up, we got Lani Cooper, who played Winston Peters in Preacher, but was also that character in Farscape. Up against Julian Dennison, who was in Deadpool 2, Godzilla.
Just give it to Julian.
Yeah, give it to Julian.
Yeah, just give it to him. He's
loved him in Deadpool 2.
He's very recognizable. Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. I remember him now.
Yeah,
I don't remember him, but no, he's the kid that.
He's the kid in Hunt for the Wilder People. Yeah,
he's Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah, he's all.
I never saw Hunt for the Wilder People, but I do remember him from Deadpool 2.
Yes.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But next up, we've got Michelle Ang, who was in Big Mama's House 3, 999, and was the voice of Omega in Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Up against Rena Owen, who was in Star Wars: Attack of the Clones as Lama 2, plus also played Nervina in The Orville.
All right.
Okay. Steven, have fun.
Steven, yeah.
Well, you know what? Star Wars and a Star Trek knockoff? Sure, I'll go for Rena Owen.
Yeah.
Spoof knockoff, whatever you want to call it.
Rena Owen, because Star Wars.
Sure, yeah.
Well, just want to point out Michelle Ang, 2 episodes of Xena, so that checks out. And I'm about to look up Rena and see what she's got going on. So
yeah. Well, Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm going to go Rena Owen. I mean, Michelle Ang's one of the people I'm not that familiar with as an actress, but Rena Owen's been in more stuff I know, so Rena Owen.
Yeah. Austin?
Oddly enough, I don't see Rena Owen's been working for a long time. She's in Once We Were Warriors, that's a Tamora Morrison movie, but not any of the TV shows from what I can tell. So but yeah, I recognize that she's on Shortland Street, so there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll go with Rena Owen. I recognize that character from Attack of the Clones, so sure.
Well,
that's all I got.
None of the things that are listed here are anything that I like. So,
the Orville was actually decent from what I saw of it.
Yeah. I remember watching the first couple episodes, and I was like, "This is like a weird, comedy kind of weird." But then I heard that it gets a lot more dramatic as it goes on. I don't know. So
keep hearing.
Yeah, but probably the Bad Batch might be the thing that I like the best of all these, because I do not like Star Wars: Attack of the Clones. That's my least of the prequels, but I really decided what my least favorite Star Wars movie is. It's between that and The Rise of Skywalker, probably. But I'm gonna go with Michelle Ang.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Michelle Ang also, because I had no idea she was Omega, but I love Omega. I still need to catch up on season 2, so no spoilers. But also, she was in the final 2 episodes of Xena Warrior Princess. So,
ooh, there you go.
There you go. But it's Rena, I think, 4-2. So
yeah.
Next up, we've got Kestrel Castle Hughes, who was in Game of Thrones, Rail Rider, and FBI Most Wanted. Up against Martin Henderson, who was in X, Grey's Anatomy, and Torque.
And Torque. Okay.
Torque. Ugh.
Torque.
Yeah. I know. It's like, oof.
He's also Naomi Watts' boyfriend in The Ring.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's that guy. Okay, yeah, I remember him.
The last kill of that movie. I mean, spoiler, but
Yeah. But Soda.
I'm gonna go with Keisha Castle Hughes because she was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you got?
But yeah, I'm going to get in before Austin looks up. Martin Henderson was not in Xena or Hercules.
Okay.
But he was in Short
No,
Street.
I think I can't see that.
Shortland Street.
Yeah, neither one of these were in like Xena or Hercules or any of that shit. So
I mean, to be fair, Keisha Castle would have had to be really young to be in Xena.
oh no, that's what I was saying. She just started at she literally her first thing was the Girl and Whale Rider. So yeah.
And honestly, to get nominated for an Oscar in your first career for a first movie is really good, a good achievement. And I mean, as much as I do like Martin Henderson, I do think he's good in X. I'm actually going to go Keisha Castle Hughes on this.
Yeah, Austin.
This one's kind of a whatever. I don't care about Game of Thrones, so I'll go with Martin Henderson from X. That's all I got. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't care about Game of Thrones. Martin Henderson, though, I actually do kind of like because like he's good in X, and then I remember him from The Ring, like when the chicks coming out of the TV is coming at him, and then yeah, so we'll go Martin Henderson. So Zaddeus.
Yeah. Even if she wasn't Game of Thrones, she was one of the Sand Snakes, which everybody who loves Game of Thrones remembers the Dorne Saga season 5. So yeah, Martin Henderson. Plus, he was in a very odd but very very corny, cool movie, Torque, which I remember him from back in the day. So
yeah, it's one of those like Fast and Furious knockoffs.
Exactly. What Ice Cube, I think also.
Well, it's like it was like the two knockoffs were that and Biker Boys, if anybody remembers.
Yes. Yeah.
Bike. Yeah.
Who else was in Torque? That was
Ice Cube.
That was the
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And then also the guy who plays Vince from Fast and the Furious. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That guy Vince. Yeah. Well, Steven, what do you got?
You know who else was in Torque? I forgot about Dane Cook.
You did Torque? What?
Yeah, he's in Torque. That's right. He was.
It was a weird role for him.
Yeah.
I
mean, I guess it's a step up from doing that movie with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, Double Team
Simon,
or whatever.
No, Simon Says.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Simon
God.
Says. Yeah.
Anything is a step above that one.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I saw Torque, but I don't remember it.
No, nobody does. It's fine.
No one does.
But I forgot Keisha Castle Hughes was also in an episode of The Walking Dead. Because I was looking at her filmography. But you know what? Because of how much I do love The Ring, I'm going to go with Martin Henderson.
All right.
Yeah.
So Martin Henderson takes it, Malcolm.
Yeah. It'll be. It's definitely a case like for some of these, like when I see they were in something very recent, I decided to put that in over something they're
right
known for.
Oh come on!
There you go.
Crowe. Come on, there you go.
Russell Crowe born
Against
Oh, that's kind of
This one's
messed up.
Again, can't
mean,
one of these be against some of these other people?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, this is still easy, but it's still kind of like I don't want to vote against the other one.
Yeah.
I feel bad for whoever loses. Okay, so Malcolm, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Russell Crowe in Man of Steel, and say like you may not say what you want about Full Line Thunder. I do think Russell Crowe was great in Zeus. He was also great in his random appearance at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah. There we
What? It's so stupid.
But yeah, I'm one of the few people that actually do like old Chris Scott is probably the other one. But
like the only what's his name? M. Night Shyamalan movie he likes. Weird.
But just because I think I know where this is going, I'm going to go Thomas and McKenzie on this.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, this hurts me because Thomasin McKenzie is one of my current like Hollywood crushes right now. Like I have a massive crush on her right now from like because when I saw Old, I was like, who is that? Like she's cute, and then I was like, and then she's Last Night in Soho. Like I really like her in that movie. Like I'm not as high on that movie, but I think she's really good at it. And it's but it's Russell Crowe. Come on, man, he's like one of the titans of this thing. Who's probably might be one of the favorites to win this whole thing. So I got to go Russell Crowe. Yeah.
Well, like, just because, like, I'm kind of the same way as Malcolm. I kind of see where it's going, and Thomasin McKenzie's kind of has been on a hot streak lately. I mean, with like Jojo Rabbit, Leave No Trace, Last Night in Soho. She was great in that, and she even shows up for a minute in Power of the Dog. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with Thomasin McKenzie and just see what happens. She's awesome. So, Zaddeus?
Huh. Should I be an agent of chaos or should I go with Wild One? Do you know what? I would if normally, and I did enjoy Thomasin McKenzie Last Night in Soho, but Russell Crowe did, and this some people might not even know about this, but one of my old favorite movies. It's very corny now that I look back at it, but I remember seeing this movie in theaters when I was a kid. Virtuosity with Denzel Washington. I used to love that movie. Very crazy, very weird looking back at it now, but he still has he still got points for me for that. So Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Plus, I have kind of like a spite thing because he was in Les Mis and he played Javert, and I can't stand Les Mis. So
People so one.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You're muted, Steve.
Sorry, yeah, his singing was not good in that movie, but his acting was great.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get when you live record what's going on, of course. So.
Yeah.
But I do love Thomasin McKenzie in Jojo Rabbit. I haven't actually seen anything else though with her, I think. Oh no, she was in the Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies.
I would say even if you don't end up liking Last Night in Soho, she's very good in that movie. She's very
yes, she is.
Yes.
But it's funny that Zaddeus mentions virtuosity because my name is his character in Virtuosity, Sid 667.
Really?
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Now, yes.
So, I mean, I think Russell Crowe probably should win this whole thing, in my opinion. I mean, he's been in my favorite movies of all time, LA Confidential and The Insider and Gladiator. So Russell Crowe for sure. As much as I like Thomasin McKenzie,
I think he we talked about a lot. Like the late '90s, early 2000s, he kind of owned. Like every movie he did was fucking great. Yeah. Like, so, I mean, he's the man. Yeah. But
Really through a phone.
Yeah.
Or a shoe. Who's a shoe?
Yeah.
Soda, you vote for that too, or what do you?
Yeah, no, for me it's Russell Crowe as well. I've only seen Thomasin McKenzie and Jojo Rabbit, and while she was good, I mean, that's not enough to topple the Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
You see, Leave No Trace. That movie was phenomenal. Like it should have gotten more Oscar attention. I think.
But I mean, that being said, Thomasin McKenzie's next movie that premiered at Sundance this year is called Eileen, and it's being distributed by Neon. So there's a good chance that might get some Oscar. I'm not.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure when it's officially coming out wide release there, but I would like to think it's going to be around Oscar season.
Cool.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
But Russell Crowe moves on, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. Yeah.
Next up, we've got
There he
Curtis,
is.
who's
That's in every New Zealand movie ever made.
Ooh.
and we've got up against Alan Dale, who was in Star Trek Nemesis, Charles Widmore in Lost, and
Charles
The Winter
Widmore.
Soldier.
Yeah.
you know what else
That
he was in?
bastard, Charles Widmore from Lost.
Fringe.
You know what else Alan Dale was in? Actually, I remember him being.
Was he in 24?
Actually, he was in
The
24.
Encina Warrior Princess.
He was in 24. He played the vice president of David Palmer's, who in season 2.
Really?
takes over as president when they use the 25th Amendment to kick him out of being president for a short time. But he was also in the OC. I remember him as Kirsten's father in the OC.
It says he was on Steven. He was on the X-Files. He was the toothpick man.
Oh, I remember him in the series finale of the X-Files.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
But
that.
he's a character actor. He's been doing he's done a lot of shit over the years. Yeah.
So Once Upon a Time, he played King George.
King George. Yep.
Yeah.
I wish they I wish they did more with the rivalry between him and Ben, because that had such great potential. And then that after season 4, they almost dropped it.
Yeah, they dropped a lot of stuff in season 4, so just wasn't as good. But
all right,
who's up first?
Yeah, I'm up first. So I mean, he's definitely Alan Daly's got to recognize. Yeah, that dude's been working forever since
Cliff
the 70s.
Curtis has to have been on Xena.
But I'm gonna look real quick. I haven't seen, but I mean, Cliff Curtis was one of those guys I was waiting to come up because I mean, obviously a lot of these movies that Malcolm brings up from New Zealand, Cliff Curtis is pretty much in damn near all of them. I mean, he's just there all the damn time. But I mean, he's been in a lot of he was in Hercules. Okay, was he? I mean, that makes sense. Of course he was.
He's having Sunshine, and I hate that movie, Sunshine.
And then the piano.
I think the movie that I remember the most from is Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Die Hard movie. Yeah, he's the main FBI guy. I like him in that movie. He's in The Insider. Stephen. You love The Insider.
He's in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
He's the Rock's. Mageau's family.
His brother.
Brother. That's right.
Oh, he's part of Rock's family. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the brother that doesn't want him around.
Okay.
But I mean,
Cliff Curtis was also in Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep, yeah, he's in the most recent Avatar movie. I mean, he's in everything, dude. Like he's just like,
Fountain.
But he's a really good. But it's not his fault, Jordan. Come on now.
Yeah, I know.
But Cliff Curtis is a really reliable, recognizable character actor, and I can always appreciate one of those guys who's like, he's not those guys that you like. Oh, you may not immediately know his name or something like I do, but it's just one of those things. You see him in a movie and you're like, okay, that guy's going to give a good performance.
Yeah,
he's
you
really
know the
good.
face.
You know the face. You know he's going to be reliable. He's really good, and he's a working man's actor. So I'll give it to Cliff, man. I think he deserves it.
Also, he's in the movie Blow. He plays Pablo Escobar in the movie Blow.
Yeah, so Cliff is good, man. He's a good, reliable dude. So
I actually really like Cliff. Cliff Curtis, especially Fear the Walking Dead. I want to go back to that. Like I kind of dropped off because it got a little kind of wonky. Like wasn't quite as good as the original Walking Dead. But then I heard that it picked up again, so I want to go back and watch it. So because like the Walking Dead is one of those shows that got oversaturated for me, and I just like they're doing the same thing like every episode, and so I dropped off. But like I've had enough separation that I kind of want to go back and check it out. So. Ellen Dale's good. Like he is like Widmore's kind of like a fun guy that you love to hate. He kind of screws a lot of those characters over. He's kind of like orchestrating a lot of it. He's kind of like the villain of like the flashbacks or flash forwards or whatever you want to call it. But I am gonna go with Cliff Curtis. Yeah, he's awesome. He's great. So Zaddeus.
Yeah, even if he wasn't in Fear the Walking Dead, which was one of the better parts, he was one of the better actors of Fear the Walking Dead when I was still watching it and stuff. Definitely one of the better parts. King George does not have anything over. He was over Smiley from back in Training Day. He was in one of my favorite, probably one of the most pivotal scenes in Training Day when Ethan Hawke was in that bathtub. That changed the whole movie, put the whole movie on set. Love Cliff Curtis. So
yeah, for sure. Steven.
I was fully prepared to vote for Cliff Curtis. I love Cliff Curtis, but Alan Dale is in not one, not two, but three of my top 5 TV shows of all time.
Sure.
And on top of that, he was in Person of Interest, an episode of Person of Interest, which is another favorite of mine. He was he was great in the OC. He's in the MCU because he was in Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Really?
He was.
As who?
He's just one of those hologram like councilman guys.
That's right. He was. That's right.
Agador and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like one of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Alan Day. He was in an episode of Homeland, which is another show I love. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Alan Dale. I know he's probably not going to be moving forward, but I'm going with him.
Yeah. Well, Soda?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cliff Curtis because actually I really enjoyed him in Hobbs and Shaw, but I really enjoyed him as that brother.
Yeah. Does a good job. So, and Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, Cliff Curtis will move on no matter what I say. But I was going to go Alan Dale purely because of the last. Because
Yeah.
Some love for both, but yeah, Cliff
Curtis.
All right.
Of course, all the ones.
Next up, we've got Chris Rankin, who played Percy in Harry Potter. He's in New Zealand born. Up against Bruce Spence, who was in Ace Ventura in Nature Calls.
Bruce Spence. Yeah, that's your boy.
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Revenge of the Sith.
Who does he play in that?
He's one of the poacher guys. When
the poacher guy. I'm like trying to remember even like
one of the poachers. He's just he gets sprayed with the skunk.
To my little friend.
Yeah. Like he's one of the guys going after Jim Carrey when he's in the cave and all that.
Bruce Spence is an old school guy. He was in the Mad Max movies as well. A lot of those. Like he's the guy who's flying the helicopter, helicopter around in Road Warrior and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
he's an old school like Australian, New Zealand kind of character actor guy. So yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. Yeah.
And then Chris Rankin, he was
Percy Weasley in Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Percy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And who's first now?
Jordan.
Okay. Yeah, let's show some love to Bruce Spence. Like, I don't think Percy's really in it enough for me, so I'll just say Bruce Spence. Yeah. Zaddeus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bruce Spence also. Percy he was one of the forgettable characters for me in Harry Potter movies. So yeah.
Yeah, he does more. Well, he's talked about more in the book. I don't know if he does more.
He definitely does a lot more in the book.
Yeah. but Steven?
Bruce Spence. I mean, I do love Ace Ventura and Nature Calls, so I guess I'll go with him.
Yeah. All right. I'm not the only one. Soda?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bruce Spence as well because I also love Ace Ventura and Nature Calls.
Nice.
Scenes is the rhino birthing scene.
Yeah. Look, mommy, the mother rhino's giving birth. Yeah. Honk, honk, honk. Yeah. Yeah. Where was this panel when I did my top 128 and all that, where I was like going on about sure, and nobody else liked it on the panel. Yeah. But Malcolm?
Yeah, I mean, those that know me know I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. I like Chris Rankin as Percy, but yeah, he gets a lot more in the books, and hopefully they expand on it in this Harry Potter series that is officially confirmed now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to lie. As soon as I saw Bruce Spence was in Nature Calls, I knew that was one of the ones I had to put on the Photoshop too, because I knew there'll be one that that Jordan was most likely going to gravitate to and maybe known. But I'm going to go Bruce Spence purely just because of Revenge of the Sith personally, because I actually do think his role is really good in that. So
yeah. Austin.
Yeah, but I'll give love to Bruce Spence, like I said earlier, for he's in both Road Warrior and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah, he's a lot of fun in Road Warrior as the gyrocopter guy, like flying around like he's a ton of fun. He's just been a working guy who's been working for 40, 50 years. Like he's just been around forever. So he's one of those odd character actor looking guys that oddly enough, I don't think he was on like Xena or Hercules. He would have fit right in as some weird like henchman.
Yeah, he would have.
But yeah, I mean, but oddly enough he wasn't. So that's weird. But yeah.
Oh, Bruce Spence moves on. Next up, we've got Mark Hadlow, who was in King Kong The Hobbit Immortal Engines. Up against Sally Martin, who was in Wendy Roo Homecoming Warrior, and Power Rangers Ninja Storm.
All right. Who's up first?
Zaddeus.
Is it me? Sally Martin.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to scramble to see both of these.
She was in a bunch of Power Rangers. She was in like Dino Thunder, Operation Overdrive, Ninja Storm, like a bunch of them.
What's the first guy's name?
Mark. Here you go. Mark Hadlow,
Mark Hadlow.
one episode of Xena, so that checks out.
There we go. Mark, Mark, I'm gonna leave this up to fate. Heads Mark, tell Sally.
Yeah.
Sally.
All right. Sure. Sounds good. Steven.
So I don't usually do this, but since I'm not familiar with either one of these two, I'll go with Sally Martin since she's kind of hot.
Sure. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
Holy shit, Sally Martin, out of 4,000 episodes of Shortland Street, because it's been on for 30 years, she was in almost 1,500 episodes. She's been on there forever.
Wow.
oh
Yeah.
man.
She's like a major
Wow.
character.
Oh,
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
why she hasn't been much else outside of New Zealand. She's been busy being in Shortland Street.
Busy on her
Yeah,
soap
right.
opera. Yeah, no, I mean, makes sense. Yeah,
Soda.
Yeah, I'm not normally like this either, but I'm gonna go with Steven's route and go with Blonde. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's a legitimate reason for tournament fights. You can vote for any reason.
Yeah.
but Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones, like, especially with The Hobbit, like, a lot of the dwarves, like, it's really hard to distinguish from each of them because, to Who's Who, Mark Hadlow
Dory.
plays Dory, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually do have a crush on Sally Martin, so I'm gonna do Sally Martin.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll make that almost unanimous because she's around my age and I want to make her my wife now. So I'll go Sally. Yeah, I need to slide in her DMs on Twitter.
Well, little something about me. I'm like not really into blondes. That's just me. Like I don't know, it's just a personal thing. But I'll still vote for her because why not? She was in like a ton of Power Rangers stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So yeah, Sally Martin.
there you go.
Moving on, we've got
There he is. There he is.
Ooh.
Peter Who's and Peter Rabbit, Escape Plan, Omen 3, and obviously Jurassic Park and all that, but I felt there wasn't a need to put that.
Yeah.
And that,
Up against
For the older
Robin
people.
Malcolm, who was in Lord of the Rings, Blackbird, and Hostiles.
Who? Sam Neill moves on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put in Sam
Still
Neill.
wanna-
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah.
Neill should be another one of the
Yeah.
favorites that probably should make it to the Final Four. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Alan Grant, like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. This side's pretty stacked, though. This side's pretty stacked.
I know.
Yeah.
Moving on, we've got Brooke Williams, who was in a few episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., 12 Monkeys TV series, plus Slow Rest. Up against Zoe Bell,
come
who
on.
was
Zoe Bell,
also-
my girl from Tarantino. Come on, put her through. Come on.
She's in Lost. Who's she playing Lost?
Regina, she was one of the freighter crews that sort of died. She was the one that jumped off the ship at one point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But she was also in Malignant as well. But anyone going against Zoe Bell? Or...
No, she's the only name.
I don't care either way.
Zoe
So
Bell,
sure.
Zoe
Yeah.
Bell, come on. She does all that shit in Death Proof. She's hanging on that goddamn car for real. She's awesome.
Yeah.
I never seen Death Proof. So
If Brooke was in another season besides season 6 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I would vote for her, but no.
Yeah, I mean,
I did
no,
too.
it's one of those. Yeah, no, it's one of those ones. Zoe Bell is more known as being a stunt person in general, but she's done acting as well. But moving on, we've got
She was
Nathaniel
almost
Lee.
like Malignant.
She was Uma's
Who's
stunt
in-
double in Kill Bill. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but moving on, we've got Nathaniel Lees, who's in 30 Days a Night, The Matrix, and Sioni's Reading.
Was 30 Days a Night filmed in
Specifically, The Matrix
Zealand?
Reloaded and Revolutions. Up against Rachel House, who is in Thor Ragnarok, Hunt for the Wilder People, and Soul.
Yeah, Yeah, I was gonna ask, was 30 Days a Night from the New Zealand? Because there's a lot of people
It
from
must
30
have
Days a
been
Night.
because they just
Yeah.
filled out the rest of the cast with New Zealand people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
All right. Who's first?
We skipped a few, but it's Steven now. So yeah.
Okay, Steven.
Trying to. All right,
You
I'll go.
recognize Rachel House. Yeah.
I'll go with Nathaniel Lees because I think I kind of remember him from The Matrix.
He's that one guy who keeps chastising Lawrence Fishburne the whole movie. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I think he was the main general.
Yeah, he's the general guy. Yeah, I
The
reckon.
guy who doesn't think Neo is the one.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember him from the Matrix movies, so yeah, I'll get him. I'll vote for him.
he's got a good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Soda?
I'm gonna go with Rachel House because I really liked her in Thor Ragnarok.
Topaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who she is in that.
He's also great in The Hunt for the
She,
Wilder People. At the top.
He was
the cops.
main bodyguard for what's his face?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Topaz.
Well, yeah. Malcolm.
This is low-key tough because I do like her in Hunt for the Wilder People in that, but ultimately I really do like him in the Matrix movie, so I'm going to go Nathaniel Lees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's the voice of the grandma from Moana also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
we have to mention Nathaniel Lees, 2 episodes of Xena, 4 episodes of Hercules, 25 episodes of Young Hercules.
Oh wow.
So, but I actually, now that I recognize from the Matrix, he's one of the better parts of those Matrix sequels as that general guy. And he's kind of that one guy in Revolutions. He's one of the last man standing in the mech suits, back in The Last Stand, kind of that guy. I'll go with Nathaniel Lees. I like him in those Matrix movies. Yeah.
Yeah, usually I'm more of a Matrix guy because I do love at least the first 2. Like I would say that I love the first 2. The third one I like, and then we had a 4th one that was something. But
it was certainly a Matrix movie.
Yeah. Like, it was a Matrix movie. It's kind of like neutral for me.
I've only seen the first 3 once.
Yeah.
That newest one is not great.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm actually gonna go with Rachel House because I think she plays like a cop or something, or like someone who's like chasing them around in The Hunt for the Wilder People.
She's the main cop. Is she the main cop, like the main social worker chick or whatever?
Yeah. She's social worker.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's right. Worker.
Yeah, and she's actually pretty funny in it too. So I'll go with.
Oh, she's got good timing.
Yeah, I'll go with Rachel House. Yeah.
All right.
Zaddeus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nathaniel Lees mainly because when I saw his picture, I remember him his death scene from 30 Days a Night, how he was turning into a vampire and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. So yeah, Nathaniel Lees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Nathaniel, we'll move on. We should be getting close to the end here, right, Malcolm? Pretty close. 1 or 2 more.
Yep, that was the last one.
All right, speed round time. Now it's going to be harder because now that we got some of the Titans there going through, we'll get some harder matches. Yeah, but even then, you got to go quick. So quick speed round. Let's go.
Yep.
Cool.
I think there's a couple of heavy favorites, so we'll see which one ends up winning.
Yeah.
All right. So Richard Curtis.
So zoom out.
And Anna
up
Paquin.
against Anna Paquin.
All right.
So we'll start with Soda to start our speed round here.
Anna Paquin.
Okay.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like Richard Curtis movies, but Anna Paquin is an actress. Anna Paquin.
I'm going to stick to the topic of the actors and actresses, and I'll go Anna Paquin.
Yeah, I'll go with Anna Paquin. Sure. Zaddeus.
Yeah, Anna.
Yeah. Steven. And you're muted.
Mm-hmm.
Clean sweep, Anna Paquin.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds
And
good.
these will be going into the poll.
No, we got one more round before the poll.
Yeah.
That was this is 32 to the 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got John Lee up against Timo Morrison. Anyone going John Lee?
No, put
No.
No.
Timo Morrison.
He's a pretty iconic New Zealand guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Huh? We'll vote
Next-
later.
Next up, we've got Martin Campbell up against Martin Sockis.
Martin.
Martin match.
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Malcolm.
Yeah, just sticking to the theme, Martin Sockis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll stick to the theme as well. As good as Martin Campbell is, and I'll go with the actor. I'll go with Martin Sockis. Yeah.
Did anybody else watch the Martin reunion when it was on HBO? Like, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. I actually liked that.
It was.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Martin Campbell actually because I like those movies he directed quite a bit more than what Martin Sockis has been. So,
Yeah, I got to go with Martin Campbell too. I mean, Casino Royale wins me over almost all the time. So yeah.
Yeah. Steven.
Martin
Martin's-
Campbell has
Gonna go with Martin? All right.
done some movies that I like a lot, but I'll go with Zokas.
All right. Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Martin Campbell for the same reason I gave him last round, is because of Master of Zorro is one of my favorite movies.
All
Yeah.
right. We got a tie to Z. What do you got?
Go ahead after you, Mr. Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah.
All right.
And Campbell.
Next up, we've got Britt McKenzie up against Carl.
Oh, come
Urban.
on. Just
Oh,
put
this
it
is
to
pretty
Carl.
hard.
Come on. Give it a Carl. Let's get another match later.
Yeah.
Carl could probably actually move next, but you know, book today.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Jane Campion up against Jermaine.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's gonna be a quick
Yeah.
tournament.
That's fine. Yeah, but we'll get harder matches in a minute because
Be a quick tournament, and I gotta get home for lunch. Let's go.
Yeah.
Especially on this side, we've got Jed Brophy up against Manu Bennett.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Is anybody voting against Manu? Manu's pretty.
Yeah.
Mine for me for sure.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
put Manu on that. There's some time. Yeah, again, we'll get harder matches when we come back to it, but yeah.
Craig Parker up against Antonio Preble.
Who?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For both
Yeah.
of them.
I forgot about them already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about these two already. I'm first. Yeah, this might be one of those other. I don't know. Antonio's cute. That's all I got. I don't even remember when we talked about those earlier.
Well, I'm gonna go with Craig Parker because he was in Lord of the Rings, and the other girl's only been in Power Rangers. So let's go Craig.
I'm
Parker.
more into Power Rangers than Lord of the Rings. So,
But it was like a weird, like obscure Power Rangers. Like I don't know. So
I've watched a lot of them.
Lamar.
I've watched a lot of them.
yeah, most of them are. Yeah. Zaddeus.
Literally only because her page is the only page that's up on my computer right from earlier. Antonio Preble.
Okay.
Sure. Steven.
Whatever, Antonia.
There.
Yeah, Antonio as well.
Okay. Malcolm.
I'm actually going to go Craig Parker.
Okay, well, it'll be Antonia, but whatever.
She'll lose to whoever's next.
Antonio's being a bit of a dark horse considering nobody people know who she is.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
will
always
say I
one
don't-
corner bracket that's like that. That's just somebody coasts through
Yeah.
just because.
I will say I don't know if it's around anywhere in the States, but if you can see Outrageous Fortune, I think it's a TV show that I think Austin might like. It's a New Zealand TV show, but it's about a crime family and all that, so I think it might be up Austin's alley. So
Okay.
we've got Daniel Gillies up against Anna Hutchinson.
Okay. All right. Jordan.
I can't remember what any of these people are in.
Daniel Gillis was Spaceman from Spider-Man 2 versus Chick from Cabin in the Woods. There you go.
Sure, let's go the female matchup. Let's go with Anna Hutchinson. Yeah. Zaddeus.
Elijah, I'm rooting for you. Come on, man. Daniel Gillies.
Yeah. Steven.
So I'm not as big on the Cabin in the Woods as you guys are, but I'll still go with Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I'm curious. Go with Spaceman.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Anna Hutchinson.
And
Yeah,
Austin.
I am a big fan of Cabin in the Woods, and she has a pretty brutal death where she gets sawed in half. It's pretty nasty in the Cabin in the Woods. So I'll say Anna Hutchinson. Yeah. With that rusty ass, nasty, long, old school saw.
Yeah.
So Anna Hutchinson moves on.
Yeah, 42.
Yeah.
I think that's the last one there.
Yeah, we'll have some tougher matches in the next round that we'll vote on.
Yeah.
It might be
Hopefully.
on the side. We'll see.
Yeah.
No, there would definitely be some tough matches based on who we put past one. So there would be some.
And I think here this might be one of them actually.
Okay,
We've got
yeah,
Lucy
no,
Lawless up against Reese Darby.
Reese Darby, okay.
Right.
Zaddeus.
Wait, who's the second person?
Reese Darby.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like them, but Lucy Lawless 100%.
Yeah. Steven.
So I don't know who Reese Darby is, so I'll go with Lucy.
Oh, you don't know Reese Darby?
Oh, Reese Darby, man, is
He's awesome.
so funny every time he pops up.
In those Jumanji movies, he's like the NPC character that gives
Yeah.
you instructions at the beginning of the movie.
Else?
Yeah, he's in that.
He's like,
yeah.
"Welcome, explorers! Y'all need to get to the region of blah blah blah." You know, like he's that
Also
guy.
pretty funny in Our Flag Means Death. If you've seen that, that's pretty good.
Oh, I've heard that's good. I liked him in Yes Man as the bank manager. Didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, I can't go against the lady who managed to tame the wild beast that is known as Ron Swanson.
Yeah. Yep.
So Lucy Lawless.
Yeah. It's true. Malcolm.
Yeah, I know we didn't really talk about it much last one because she just moved on. But she was also the sex worker in Eurotrip, Madame van der Sex.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that was one of my favorite parts, the Wunder sex.
Yeah. But yeah, I think just because I think that I can see where this is going, I'm going to go Reese Darby because I do like him, but I do think Lucy Lawless is going to move on.
Oh, Reese Darby is awesome.
Yeah.
Come on,
Austin.
Xena and Spartacus are both New Zealand shows, and Lucy Lawless is iconic. Come on, Xena.
Yeah,
come on.
But Reese Darby's freaking hilarious and everything he's in, he's freaking awesome. So I'm gonna go Reese Darby.
If it was anyone else, I would have chosen him.
Yeah.
But for Xena.
But speaking of the one that tamed Ron Swanson, I got my Ron Swanson as Duke Silver.
Oh, freaking nice! I gotta find that.
Yeah.
We've got Andrew
awesome.
Adamson up against Melanie Linsky.
Oh.
All right, Steven.
Andrew Adamson.
Soda.
Melanie Linsky.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Melanie Linsky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Up in the Air, Melanie Linsky. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Andrew Adamson. He's directed a lot of good movies. So, Zaddeus.
Melanie.
Ooh.
I have a feeling I would have gone with Melanie Linsky if I had seen Yellow Jackets.
Have you seen 2.5 Men?
Yes, I have. I don't like that show.
Okay. I was in the bathroom for that cover that came up earlier. So.
Okay.
That's right, he was.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Taika Waititi up against Jay Ryan.
You just put
against
Taika.
Taika.
Yeah.
Come on, Taika.
We'll get to somebody tougher. He might go against like Russell Crowe or something. We'll see.
Actually, I think,
or he might go up against Julian Dennison, which would be ironic.
Julian Dennison up against Rena Owen.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, come on. Let's put through Julian and have him go against somebody that's in his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julian. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get that matchup next time.
Next up, we've got Martin Henderson up against Russell
come
Crowe.
on.
It's gotta be Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Come on, another Titan. He might have to go against Sam Neill. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Cliff Curtis up against Bruce Spence.
Okay, that's a match.
Oh, come on. I don't know.
Nah, I
I'd say
think that's a
Cliff.
match because Bruce Spence they're both character actors, so I mean, I think
I've never really heard of him until now.
I think we vote on this one, Soda. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go with Cliff Curtis just because I actually I recognize him more than I do Bruce Spence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm going to go for Cliff Curtis because he wasn't in the lesser Ace Ventura sequel.
Lesser. Well,
Yeah,
that's a debate,
that's true.
But
That would be Ace Ventura
Austin?
Jr.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go with Cliff Curtis. Yeah, I again, I love Bruce Spence from like Mad Max, but I'll go Cliff.
Yeah, I gotta go with Cliff Curtis. I mean, I think he's great in like everything he's in. So, yeah, Cliff Curtis.
Cliff Curtis. Yeah, Cliff Curtis for me too.
Yep. Steven.
Cliff Curtis.
Yep.
Cliff Curtis seems like a guy that would have been on 24, Steven, but he never was.
Yeah.
He seems like he would fit right in as some kind of agent or something. You know?
Yeah, he probably would
But he
have.
never was.
I mean, he was in Live Free or Die Hard, which is kind of.
I know it's kind of 24-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that movie.
Right. But next up,
Martin.
we've got Sally Martin up against Sam.
Oh,
Neill.
come on. Yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
Give it to
No, it's
Sam.
going to be
Neill.
Sally Martin. She's hot.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Sam Neill's a very handsome man in his own right, so you know.
Totally, and he's very witty too. I recommend following his Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
But Zoe Bell up against Nathaniel Lees.
Okay.
All right. I think that's could be a battle.
Characters, yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I like Nathaniel Lees in The Matrix, Reloaded and Revolutions, but I've got to go Zoe Bell. I like her in Lost, and she's great in Death Proof, and yeah.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm a Tarantino guy, so I got to give it to Zoe Bell because she's in all those. She's in Hateful Eight, all that stuff. So yeah, Zoe.
Yeah, I just don't recognize Zoe Bell all that much. So I've never seen Death Proof, so that's maybe like the bigger ones for. But that's like my one Tarantino blind spot that I got to see. But so yeah, let's go with Nathaniel Lees because The Matrix. I didn't vote for him last time, so we'll fix that. Yeah. Zaddeus.
I know we went to Nathaniel last time, but because I just realized Zoe was actually the stunt woman for Lucy Lawless as Xena. So yeah, Zoe Bell.
Oh wow, nice.
No, she's been working forever. She's older than you would think, but she looks great. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Steven.
She may have done a lot of stuff that I've seen, but the only thing that I can remember, including, of course, Lost, but the only thing I actually remember seeing her in is Death Proof, which is easily my least favorite Tarantino movie. So Nathaniel Lees.
Yeah. Soda.
I'm just gonna go with Zoe Bell just because I know who she is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gotcha. Zoe moves
Zoe,
on. Okay. Yep. And then
But I also added Zoe Bell's also Kate Blanchett's stunt woman in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, nice.
she's been killing. She's a great stunt person. She's great. Yeah.
That's cool.
She's the only person that can say that she apparently she can look like Uma Thurman, Lucy Lawless, and Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
So now we got some matches, and these are for the poll, right? This is for the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should have some good matches here, like some actually legitimately good ones. So,
Okay.
all right. So Anna Paquin and Tamura Morrison. There's a match. So there you go.
There's a match.
Yeah, Anna Paquin, Tamura Morrison. All right, I'm first. Yeah, this is tough. Anna's great. I'm gonna go with I think a guy who doesn't get enough love, and I'm glad he's finally kind of later in his career, but he's finally getting sort of the fame he kind of deserves. I'm gonna go Tamura with this one.
Yeah, like I would have been all set to vote Anna Paquin, but then I saw the Book of Boba Fett, and man, he freaking killed it in that. Like especially some of those scenes when he's like interacting with all the Sand people, the Tusken Raiders, and yeah, there's some cool stuff there. So let's go Tamura Morrison. Zaddeus.
Yeah, I never got the love for Boba Fett until Tamura Morrison start playing them. So yeah, Tamura Morrison.
Yeah. Steven.
I really like Tamara Morrison as Aquaman's father, but I got to go with Anna Paquin.
Okay.
Yeah. Soda.
I gotta go with Tamara Morrison because he was in Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson.
I'm sorry, that's not a plus for me.
He was in a movie.
That movie was awful.
Oh, it was totally awful, but he was in a movie with Pamela Anderson.
Yeah,
So that's a win for him.
That movie, I didn't find
How many
out
people can say that?
later is a nothing more than a ripoff of Casablanca.
Oh, really?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Never
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it,
Same
but-
plot. Same plot.
Wow, interesting. Oh, well, we'll have to see it. What Chris Scott thinks of that. He's a diehard Casablanca guy, but Malcolm.
Yeah. Just while on Tim Morrison, I forgot to mention when we were talking about Jermaine Clement, but he was the voice of Aquaman in the just League of Super Pets movie.
Oh
wow.
yeah, that's right. Super Pets,
But going back to this matchup, I'm as much as I like Anna Paquin, I love Tim Morrison and a lot of stuff, and like the Marine 2 may not be that good, but I actually think Tim Morrison's good. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also just a note on Aquaman: if I was with Nicole Kidman and I knew she was coming back someday, I might be waiting on the dock for her every day as well. For Nicole Kidman to come back.
Yeah.
Must be Atlantean because she doesn't age.
No, she looks great.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, tomorrow takes it. He goes into the poll. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got Martin Campbell up against Carl Urban.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, this is pretty easy for Carl Urban. Like, he's freaking Carl Urban. Like, you don't really need to say much more. So Carl Urban.
I was trying to think if Carl Urban was in any of Martin Kimball's movies, but I don't think he is.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But Zaddeus?
Casino Royale can only get you so far. Carl Urban.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, I gotta go with Carl Urban too.
Yeah. Soda?
Mask of Zorro could only get you so far. Carl.
Yeah, all right. Well, Malcolm?
Yeah, I'll say it would have been funny if Martin Campbell went up because Tim Morrison was in Green Lantern.
Yeah. He's
but-
on Sure.
Oh, he was?
He's on Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's got to easily be Carl Urban. But so yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
being Judge Dredd will get you very far with me, so Carl Urban.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, we have got Jermaine Clement up against Manu Bennett.
Okay. Yeah, Zaddeus.
Gotta go with my boy Mageau.
Manu, okay.
Yeah, Steven.
I love the first 5 seasons of Arrow, so and Manu Bennett is just great in that. So I'm going with Manu Bennett.
Yeah. Soda.
As much as I love Manu Bennett in Arrow, I like Jermaine Clement in more things, so I'm gonna go with Jermaine Clement.
Yeah. Malcolm.
As much as I like Jermaine Clement, I like Manu Bennett and more things. So Manu Bennett.
Yeah. Austin.
I think my love for What We Do in the Shadows trumps anything Manu Bennett's been in, honestly.
Spartacus.
No, I know, but I like What We Do in the Shadows movie more than I like the Spartacus show. Like,
I was trying to swerve you.
yeah, no, I like Spartacus a lot, but he was like more of a minor character in that. So, I'll go with Jermaine Clement.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like a big on the like DCCW stuff. So and I like Jermaine Clement overall more. I mean, yeah, What We Do in the Shadows. I mean, Eagle versus Shark is in that, and Flight of the Conchords. So yeah, let's go with Jermaine Clement.
Okay, so we have a tie, and it goes to Steven.
Oh, I'll keep Manu Bennett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dark horse.
Yeah. There you go. I think we had the female matchup. We got the ladies, Antonia
Preble and Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Steven.
Anna Hutchinson, I guess.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, Hutchinson.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. This is a little bit tough for me because I mean I like these people for other things, but just slightly I'm going to go Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah. Austin.
Anna Hutchinson made out with a stuffed wolf. Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would have thought it would have been one of these two? It would be in the poll, but let's go Anna Hutchinson.
You know, sometimes the brackets are, you know, maybe
People are going to be like, who?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Zaddeus?
And Hutchinson, let's go, my new. Keep going.
Yeah. That'll be an easy win for him. Yeah.
All right.
So it'll be Anna Hutchinson.
Yeah.
And so far, everyone that's moved on that side has all been in Shorten Street.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'll be a Shortland Street reunion.
Yeah. Well, we should have a couple of really good matchups on this side, actually. Some really tough ones.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Who makes the cut over here? Because I think it's Lucy Lawless and somebody up first. Yeah, Lucy Lawless and not as hard.
It's not okay. It's not as hard.
Yeah, not as hard, but we'll get there.
Who's the bottom one? What's
Melanie Linsky up in the air check? Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I love Melanie Linsky. Don't get me wrong, but I love Lucy Lawless.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I love Melanie Linsky. I'm glad she got this far, to be honest, but I'm going to go Lucy Lawless.
Yeah. Austin.
Lucy Lawless.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not big on either one, but let's just go Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless is in Parks and Rec, Jordan. Come on, give her that.
Yeah.
I'll give her that. Yeah.
King Ron friggin' Swanson.
Yeah.
Well, I almost forgot because like she looks so different in Parks and Rec.
Well, remember he took that time to like fix the pothole in front of her house, you know?
Yeah.
She kind of fell in love with him.
Yeah.
I love how you know an excuse to have her on the show is she was home with hope and sickness, so he had to take all the pictures of London.
Yeah, right. He got Ron Swanson to care about something. So,
Well, and Zaddeus, you're a fan of Xena, so you're voting for Melanie Linsky, right?
100%. Nah, of course.
Yeah.
Lucy Lawless.
Right.
Yeah.
Without a Lucy.
That's right. Steven.
You know who I get Melanie Linsky confused
The
for
chick
sometimes?
from Scream?
Who?
Campbell. I can see it.
No, not
No,
Liv
the other
Campbell.
chick from the Randy's sister from Scream. I get her confused with a little bit.
Heather Matters.
No, not her. I get her confused with Melora
Hardin
of the from Magnolia. Melora Walters, is that it? Or something.
I have no idea. I've never seen that movie.
But I mean, truth be told, I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Xena, but whatever. I'll go with Lucy Lawless.
I've seen a few episodes and it wasn't for me. So.
Yeah, it wasn't like you couldn't. I grew up during the age of Xena, so you couldn't go anywhere without seeing it. But
it was everywhere.
I've seen her in lots of.
It was one of those shows that was just in syndication forever.
Yeah,
right.
It was.
You're flipping around. You flip around at 4:00 in the afternoon, and it's on some channel. You know.
Yeah. Of course, I know her from Xena, but I'm more familiar with her work from Eurotrip.
It always seemed cheesy, like the Hercules show with Kevin Sorbo.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, and Kevin Sorbo's like a Pure Flix guy now. It's weird.
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo's just no thanks.
He's off his rocker now.
No thanks. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Lucy Lawless moves on. I think
it was overwhelming. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Yeah. All right, we should have some tougher ones here too, because I think we got
Taika
and Julian. Yeah, Taika and Julian. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Julian's in Hunt for the Wilder People. So there you go.
Right,
Malcolm first. Yeah,
of course. But yeah, I mean, I like both these people. Fun fact, I was actually an extra for a movie starring Julian Dennison, which I'm not too sure when it's coming out.
Nice.
But but yeah, I really like Taika as Korg in the MCU, and I think he's great in Jojo Rabbit and What We Do in the Shadows and all that.
Don't forget Green Lantern.
Yeah, so I got to go Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
And Free Guy.
Yep. Free
That's
Guy.
great.
Yep.
Love that movie.
Austin.
See, I hate Taika's MCU shit, but everything else I'm okay with. So I just don't want him touching the MCU. But everything else I like Taika, so I'll go with Taika.
Yeah, like I'm a huge Taika Waititi fan. I like his MCU stuff, and he's my favorite director of all time. Like I just dig like his sense of humor. He just seems like one of those guys. Like if you became friends with him, he'd just be like really fun to hang out with. You know, like that
from all I hear, he is what you think he is.
Yeah, like I would really vibe with his style of humor because I like all of his movies. So yeah, I'll go Taika Waititi.
Yeah, and he's also married to Rita Ora as well.
Yeah, they just
yeah, that's right.
Recently, yeah.
Married to Rita Ora. Like she from New Zealand?
No, this is
okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, but Zaddeus?
Yeah, love Taika Waititi, but I'm gonna say something. So I'm gonna say Julian.
Yeah. Steven.
Taika.
Yeah. And Soda.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Taika because he has had a longer career than most people think. Because, like I said, he played Tom in Green Lantern. Like he's not that far. But yeah, also I love him what we do in the shadows and in Big Rabbit as well.
Fakey, exit fakey.
Oh,
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, P-tail.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Taika Waititi does with a Time Bandit series. He's directing that, so that'll be interesting.
But yeah, I'm actually going to ask Austin a question. You may not like his directing in the MCU, but what do you think about his acting as Korg in the MCU?
I don't like Korg either. I think he's fucking annoying.
Well,
I think him.
Who hurt you?
I think him putting himself in those movies is kind of egocentric, to be honest, and how much screen time he gives himself in those movies. I think it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure if he was always going to put himself in it. I think he was going to get someone else maybe to voice Korg. I think the scheduling just didn't line up.
Uh-huh.
But I did hear rumors he was going to try and get Timo Morrison for Korg. So
I think Korg was one of the better parts of Thor: Love and
yeah, he's not the first. He's not the first director to put himself in the movie. So
yeah.
I mean, we had Peter Jackson earlier.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
But we've got Russell Crowe up against Cliff Curtis.
Okay.
Me first a little bit. This is easier.
Yeah. Cliff is great. I appreciate him. Yeah, I wish he could have gone. If he was, I kind of wish he was over in that other corner with like Anna Hutchinson. And we could get him in the poll because I would have appreciated that. Because I think he's definitely a working man, New Zealand actor. But yeah, you're going up against Russell Crowe, and he's just a titan, and he's fucking. Even if the movie's bad, he's pretty much damn near great in everything.
Yeah.
Like that Pope's Exorcist movie's probably gonna be bad, but I've heard he's still good in it. So I'll go Russell Crowe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's freaking Maximus Aurelius. I mean, come on, he's freaking great. But I will say though that like Russell Crowe kind of has two sides to, because like he has like the Shakespearean side. I don't like him like Robin Hood and Master and Commander and like some of those movies. Like they're just boring and like I just don't care about them. But I love him when he does like just total action or like I don't know like more less Shakespearean. I'll say.
Well, nobody's really brought it up, but I mean the new guys. It's great. The new guys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the nice guys are freaking great. Yeah.
Nice guys.
So yeah. But Zaddeus?
Yeah, just a bad matchup for Cliff Russell.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven?
Steven.
Yeah, I like Cliff, but it's definitely got to be Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, Cliff, we hardly knew ye. Russell Crowe.
Yep. Yep. And Malcolm.
I was actually going to vote for Cliff because Cliff wasn't in For Love and Thunder. And even though I actually didn't hate For Love and Thunder, but
yeah.
I like Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm here. I like it too. I mean, like it definitely has problems, but but I still like it. But
awful.
But yeah, in the Jim Jeffries podcast, like he has a story about when he went to hang out with Russell Crowe and like he's like saying that he wanted to take him to one of his favorite sushi restaurants, and they had to sneak through the back. They're going through this back door, and then they're like, "Oh, sorry." They're like sneaking through the kitchen, and they get there like, "Oh shit, this is the wrong restaurant." And so you have Russell Crowe coming through the wrong restaurant, and they have to go back out and sneak in the other way to the different restaurant. It's funny.
But we've got Sam Neill up against Zoe Bell.
All right, Jordan.
Oh, come on. I think it's easy.
I know, but we'll vote on it anyways because Zoe Bell's still significant, at least a little bit. But Jordan, it might be academic or whatever.
Yeah, like it's Sam Neill. Like Sam Neill's great and like everything. Like even like more minor, well, not minor roles, but ones that like he's doing something different, like Daybreakers. I like him in that, like that kind of stuff. So
another alumnus of Taika Waititi's Thor movies.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we'll go with Sam Neill. Zaddeus?
Sam.
Yeah. Steven?
Honestly, the final match should be Sam Neill versus Russell Crowe. Of course, that's not going to happen since they're on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah.
So Sam Neill.
Yeah. Soda?
Yeah, it's Sam Neill all day.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Yeah, Sam Neill.
Yeah. And Austin?
Yeah, I was just gonna shout out. I even like a lot of his horror stuff. In the Mouth of Madness and Event Horizon are both great. So yeah,
I had no idea.
Horizon's great.
I had no idea, but apparently they're making a TV show of Event Horizon.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I can do that.
I could buy it because they could really explore like all the space stuff a little bit more and all that shit. So I could see it. Yeah, I hope it's on a network that'll let them get really bloody and gory.
It's going to be apparently Amazon Prime.
Okay, good. So they can have a little more freedom to do some fun with it. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right.
Yeah, did everyone see that Apple Plus series Invasion he was in? Because it looked kind of interesting. It's like about an alien invasion or something, but it's I don't know. Look pretty.
All right. Well, our Elite Eight is set, so let's just see who wins this damn thing. All right.
Yep.
All right. We've got Tamora and Carl Urban. That's a tough match to start.
Is it me or?
We go to Zaddeus first. So yeah, Tamora and Carl Urban.
Yeah, it's been a good ride tomorrow, Carl.
Yeah. Steven.
Carl.
Yep. Soda.
Carl.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go to Timo Morrison.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'm happy we got him in the poll because he deserves it. But yeah, here I got to go Carl Urban.
Yeah, and I wonder if Tamara Morrison's going to be in the live-action Moana because they're essentially bringing back all the voice actors.
Yeah,
he plays like the Chief Tui or whatever.
It's going to be interesting. Like, how do you reimagine that movie?
Yeah, like the movie.
That old. It's 7
it's not
years
that
old.
old. It's like really like
Disney's
getting desperate.
I'm not expecting it to be like identical, but I'm just like, how?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I think there's an argument that most of the voice actors can potentially come back as their live action counterparts.
Yeah, and the chicken like running around.
With the exception of the girl who plays Moana, because I think she is too young.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, she's got to be old enough now. She performed at the Oscars.
Well, no, I was about to say too old.
Okay.
I was like, there's no way she's too young.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go Carl Urban. So yeah. So Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban moves on. All right.
Manu Bennett.
Manu Bennett and Anna Hutchinson.
This one is this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven.
That'd be easy for some. Yeah.
Manu.
Yeah. Soda.
Manu.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go for Anna.
Yeah. Austin.
I'll give it to Manu on this one.
I don't really care either way here, so I'll just go Manu.
It's whoever loses to Carl Urban in the next round.
Yeah, right.
Manu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Final four, baby. Let's go, Manu.
Oh man, he's in the final four. That's I don't know, that's
but,
interesting.
but it doesn't mean he's gonna win. It's just
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that means he's gonna lose.
All right. Okay, Lucy Lawless and Taika. That's a good match.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I want to see Lucy Lawless fight Korg. Come on. good
Soda,
match, actually.
go first. Lucy and Taika.
I'm gonna have to go based off of the title for this one, and I'm actually gonna go with Taika.
I mean, Tucker is
yeah.
an actor too, but
I mean,
Yeah.
like I like Jojo Rabbit. You know, like some of his roles are just pretty darn are good.
he's kind of funny in Jojo Rabbit, actually.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
is, yeah.
and like I said, what we do with the shadows, like we were just quoting it not that long ago.
Yeah, like who would make Hitler a character kind of like fun, sort of? I don't know.
Jewish
Kinda
person, that's who.
yeah, yeah. Like it. Like I know he's not really Hitler, but he like is supposed to kind of be sort of Hitler. So yeah, but Malcolm.
It's a version.
Yeah.
Xena would reduce Korg to rubble, and I kind of want to get a female through so loses all this.
Sure. From Austin.
Yeah, this is kind of tough. I'll give it to Taika just by a tad.
Yeah. I mean, you know me, he's my favorite director of all time, and I like him when he acts too. So Taika Waititi. Zaddeus?
My girl's Lucy Lawless.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Steven.
I'm just more familiar with Taika's work, so I guess I'll give it barely to Taika.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So 4-2 for Taika.
This might be the toughest one coming up, honestly. This last one to get to the final four because it's Russell Crowe and Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rough one. This one should be like the championship, right?
Yeah, right.
But it's not.
Yeah, what I said.
Yeah, I know. Ugh. All right. Well, Malcolm, you get to go first. Have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I really do like Russell Crowe and everything he's done, but I think I like Sam Neill and stuff a lot more because and especially when he does the Jurassic Park movies, I like him in all of those. So Sam Neill.
Yeah. Austin.
This one might come down to I'll go to a movie for Russell Crowe. I don't really go to a movie for Sam Neill. Like Sam Neill's great and he's in amazing movies and he's always good. But I'll watch a movie because Russell Crowe's in it. So I'll go. And I've just seen two of his best performances recently. You know that Steven turned me on to with LA Confidential and The Insider, and LA Confidential has a real good shot of getting into my top 100. So I'll go Russell Crowe.
Yeah. This one's really tough because it's like I do go to movies for Russell Crowe, but the thing is so many of the movies that I am like really like hyped for have Sam Neill in it. So it's like and Jurassic Park's my third favorite movie of all time. So and I kind of feel like those movies don't play as well without him, so let's go Sam Neill. So Zaddeus?
Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Steven.
I am tempted to go with Sam Neill just because he's in the movie that Austin keeps making fun of, even though he hasn't seen it. The Horse Whisperer.
Yeah.
It's not that I make fun of the movie. I make fun of the runtime. I cannot believe that movie's almost 3 hours. I just cannot believe it. What the fuck? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
But I can't vote against,
Russell Crowe. Yeah, Sid 6.7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, Soda. It may come down to you. We'll see.
Yeah, this one is a no-brainer for me just because Jurassic Park is the movie that basically it's the movie that made me a film fan, and it's partially the reason why is Sam Neill is Alan Grant. So I got to go Sam Neill.
Well, appropriately enough, we have a tie, as it should be, kind of. But Soda, you've got the tiebreaker. You can go either way.
I love your Russell Crowe, but Sam Neill, my man.
Wow.
Ooh.
An upset. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie. I was almost going to after Austin's love for the Horse Whisperer. I was almost going to change that picture and actually make it the Horse Whisperer.
Nice.
All right. I got Carl Urban and Manu Bennett on the other side. I'm first. I'm pretty easily going to go with Carl on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna easily go Carl Urban. Yeah.
It's been good, my new Carl.
Yeah.
Steven.
I mean, Carl should definitely go through, but I want to show some appreciation to Manu, so I'll go with Manu.
All right.
Yeah.
So
It's Carl Urban all day, baby.
yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious what the final match is going to be, though.
I don't know though.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if we're basing it on acting.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like Carl Urban. I'm going to show some love to Manu Bennett, but Carl Urban's going to move on regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the finals, and then over on the other side, Taika and Sam Neill, Jordan.
Oh yeah. For me, it's got to be a Taika Waititi. He's supposed to have some movie coming out like around this time. That was supposed to be like a soccer movie or something. I don't know if it's still happening. It's called Next Goal Win.
Well, I think that movie has been filmed. I think it's just a case of getting it released.
I think
Yeah, they said spring
I
2023.
just saw on Reddit. I was scrolling a little bit. They just put out an official poster, which usually means there's a trailer right around the corner when they put out an official poster.
Yeah, and of course it's got some of his New Zealand guys, Reece Darby, and some of those guys.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, the release date for it is November 17th, 2023.
Okay, so maybe it got pushed just a little.
I think it was in our anticipated tournament. I put it in there because it was Taika's new movie, so
Yeah.
it just didn't get very far. But anyways, Zaddeus. Yeah.
Taika.
Taika. Okay. Steven.
Sam.
Soda.
If we're going based off of the title, which is actor, it's Sam Neill.
Yep. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I like Taika and all, but I've got to go Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Austin?
I'm gonna go Sam on this one. Let's put him in the finals and see where it happens.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So our
There we go. We got our
championship. We got Sam Neill versus Carl Urban. So yeah. All right. Let's see what happens here. Both of them are in Thor Ragnarok at least. Like one.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're both in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
Yeah, because Sam Neill plays fake Odin, and Carl Urban is what's his name? The guy with the machine gun.
Scourge, I think.
Yeah,
Scourge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, Zaddeus, we're back down to the bottom. So what do you got?
Carl.
Carl. All right, Steven.
I could go either way, but I'm going to go with Sam.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I love Carl Urban. He's great, but Sam Neill is an actor, you know. And like I said, has a better Twitter game.
Yeah. All right. Well, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm going to go Sam Urban. Sam
Urban.
Sam Urban for the win.
You can't vote for both of them.
I'm going to vote for Sam Neill. My dog's distracting me a little bit.
Yeah. Austin.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it interesting. Let's go, Carl Urban.
Yeah. This is justice for Taika Waititi. Let's go, Carl Urban.
Oh, we have a tie in the finals, and it comes down to the man of the hour, the man who put the bracket together, Mr. New Zealand, Malcolm. Gets to make the decide. So he's going to put through Sam Urban wins the entire tournament.
Sam Urban, your winner. All right.
Congratulations.
Well, that was a fun tournament, guys. All right. Let's
Yeah, no, it's going to be Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Okay.
Sam Neill.
Hey, he's a worthy winner. There you go. Yeah, he's the
and he upset Russell Crowe to make it there. So
yeah. All right, there you go. Well, I think it is appropriate that it naturally came down to Malcolm. So the man who wanted.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
So yeah. All right, there you go. Are you happy with the winner, Malcolm? Are you okay with Sam Neill winning the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those. It's my dog's happy as well.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those ones like I knew there was a chance that even with like Power Rangers and that some of them might not be that known to you guys, but I had a lot of fun just making this and just showing people, like, especially revealing the fact that Richard Curtis and Chris and Percy from Harry Potter were both actually New Zealanders and not British, as everyone thinks. So it was just a lot of fun just doing this. And and as I said, this is something I was planning for something else. And that, but it's like, I was given the opportunity to do in one of these. So I thought, why not? I'm not going to get. It's not likely this is going to happen again. But
sure, yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah. But we'll just do some plugs and that'll do it. So we'll start with Zaddeus. Where can we find you?
Y'all can find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at Zaddeus Smith. That's ZA2Ds Smith. I'm also on TikTok where I'm going to start posting some movie reviews on there, so you can check that out as well.
Yeah.
And as I said, Zaddeus, I promise I'm shipping your gift out either tomorrow or the next day. I promise. So I'm gonna go to Best Buy tomorrow, so I might pick up another little gift or two to throw in the box. So a little mystery stuff. So I'm gonna add to it a little bit. So because I got an Amazon box in the mail the other day that'll be a perfect size. I'm gonna throw some other shit in there before I ship it out. So so I'll get you that very, very soon. I promise. Jordan sent me the address, so I'm ready to go. So yeah,
it's all good, man. Thank you.
Oh, of course, man.
And wait.
Yeah, sounds good. And Steven, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, on all the social medias. My name, and I don't have anything to plug at the moment, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah. But if you feel like signing up for some episodes, you can have some stuff to plug. but anyways, Soda, where can we find you?
You can find me my personal Instagram and Twitter at Soda_the_Saxman. You can find me over on the Northern Entertainment Group. You can find me occasionally doing live watch-alongs about a Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown over on the Hotel Nerd Podcast Network. And then I think it's next month. We're me and my buddy Dagan, we're launching our own wrestling channel, so keep an eye out for that.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Are you excited that Vince is back in the driver's seat, Soda?
Fuck no. I've said it all along. Like, it's hard for me to write Vince off just because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be a wrestling fan. So it's like, yes, I will give him his flowers for that, but it's like the dude just needs to fucking go.
Move the fuck along already. Get out of here.
Like, I'm normally one for gun violence, but somebody needs to kneecap the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But apparently it came out today that in his contract with Endeavor, there's actually like a morality clause or some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, did he have a hand in like the cards for WrestleMania, this last one?
No, but he very clearly had a hand in the Raw on the night after.
Okay, because
the night after had very little wrestling and a lot of bullshit on it.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, because
I think he also made some changes night 2. I think he made some night 2 changes too.
Yeah, because a lot of people like really seem to like the WrestleMania, like it's one of the better ones in a while. So I was wondering if he had a hand in it.
Night 2,
yeah. But Malcolm, where can we find you? Malcolm,
You can find him trying to get his dog situation.
Oh, okay. I see.
We'll come back to it.
We can come back. Yeah, Austin.
I mean, I've taped a lot of stuff that'll be coming out, so I'll plug it maybe a little more, but I'll be on Beyond the Neon Veil with Cousin Ryan, who's on here a lot talking about my Vegas trip, and I taped my movie Battleground title match with Amaru Moses, so that'll be up in May. So I'll plug that a little more once we get there. Other than that, I'll just be around here. Too. Yeah, no, I'll just be around here on the channel. You know where to find me on here. So
nice. Well, Malcolm, are you here? You want to do some plugs?
Yeah, no, I'm there. My mum was talking to me.
Okay, no, it's all good. No
but you can find me on Tape for Production, host Rankin every Sunday night, and we're doing our top 12 Matt Damon movies on Sunday. I'm generally around on Movie Hero Network and Formula doing trivia and all that. But yeah,
sounds good. And you guys are right about Taika Waititi because they also announced a release date for his Star Wars movie, which he will be starring himself in. So who knows if that's going to be good? Because it's coming out December 19th, 2025, officially.
I
So,
don't think it's an official announcement of when it's. I think the people are speculating it.
With a lot of those
Well-
big people being hired to direct those movies, I'm
Yeah.
see a trailer.
they have an official release date, and this article comes
Yeah,
from,
but you know what?
from March 7th of this year.
There's been about 12 Star Wars movies that have been announced with release dates that have fallen through the cracks.
Yeah.
So I will believe when the movie is finished filming that
Yeah.
a movie's coming out.
Give me a
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars is in a weird place, but actually, like, I'm only 4 episodes into The Mandalorian season 3, and like it's phenomenal. I really
I've only
like
seen
it.
season 1.
So yeah, but yeah, you can find us on all the socials at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. I won't plug as much because I kind of did it yesterday on like most of my long stuff. I'll make it fairly short, but there'll be a poll over in the Schwinn on Friends and Family group that you can find the poll for Malcolm's New Zealand tournament. So you can go vote there probably about 24 hours from now or so.
I'm slacking on polls. I apologize. I'll get caught up this week. So
No, it's all right. I did one for one of the episodes you were gone, and then I think we only needed one because one was one we didn't have a poll for.
Yeah.
So, and we're doing trivia this Sunday. So we're doing the Seen and Heard movie trivia, which is trivia with clips from movies and clips from movie scores and soundtracks. And currently, our defending champion is Austin Pez Howell. So he'll be trying to defend that champion or that title once again. Could we do it basically like Jeopardy? So yeah, the champion moves on to play a new panel every week. So yeah, and our last episode of trivia ended up getting blocked for a couple songs this time, so we have it over on our Patreon. So and that's where any episode that gets blocked is going to live over there. And honestly, all the episodes of trivia are going to be there also. But yeah, and you can watch it for just $1. That's all it costs to watch it. So if you want to see it over there, but anyone can play for free. It doesn't cost to play. And then we have exclusive podcast episodes over there. We'll be doing one. It'll be all about our favorite movie trailers. We're going to do like a top 10 or a top 12 movie trailers, and we're going to be able to actually play them because there's no copyrights over on Patreon. So
yeah,
that's
that'll be fun, man. I love a really good movie trailer, and you can dig back as far as you want because I may pull out some ones from like the 70s or 80s, you know.
Oh yeah, there's some really good ones if you go back far enough. Yeah, or even go back just like a few years back. I mean, yeah, there's good ones from every era. Yeah, yeah, but so yeah, and then just a couple episodes we have coming up. So on Friday, we're going to be doing Best Movie Teams Part 2, which I'm in the process of putting all the final graphics together. So, which the Best Movie Teams will be like what's the best movie group from a movie, like the ensemble cast. So do you like the kids from the Goonies or the kids from the Sandlot better, or do you like the crew from Mission Impossible? Or do you like the
Ocean's 11 or something?
Yeah, or like Ocean's 11, like that kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, and then we're gonna get back into some animation with our best animated movies of the 2000s. So that'll be next week.
That's gonna be a rough episode.
Yeah, rough episode.
Because we saved the two biggest ones for last 2000s and 90s, and those are going to be rough tier rankers. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the Disney Renaissance for me is like my favorite animated era.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have that one followed by the 90s, so that's what we have coming up. So the two of the toughest decades. Yeah, and then a week from this Friday, we're gonna be doing our Keanu Reeves versus Nick Cage match for because Renfield will be coming out, and actually appropriate so that you have the Smash-a-thon shirt on because we're gonna have Kevin Smets on the episode. We're gonna have Kevin Smets and then Paul Preston and Adam Witt. So that'll be a stacked episode.
That one might be a long episode because those guys like to talk. So
yeah, they're very long-winded. Yeah.
So we've been doing a good job. We've been doing a good job getting the average back down to 3 instead of 4 hours. But like that one might be a 4-hour marathon. So we'll see.
Yeah. But then we have our best movies of 2013 ladder series, that's coming up. And then for my birthday at the end of the month, I'm gonna be doing a mystery tier ranker. So I'm gonna have a little pre-show. We're gonna go into my flick chart, and I'm just gonna hit the rank movies button, and whichever movies pop up, I'm gonna go until we get 50. And it's just gonna be out of all the movies I've ever seen, because I have every movie I've ever seen ranked there, and so that means you get good ones, you can get bad ones. They're not just my favorite movies; they're like all movies. So you could have bad ones, you could have anything. So yeah, that'll be interesting to have, because like there's a chance. What if we get all bad movies? It'll be a battle for the DNF tier. Like you never know. So, but and then just to throw in just a couple other ones, we have best movies with punctuation in the title. We'll be doing that one, and then we will have our best movie teams championship, and then we had to push our best movie duos part 2, which was supposed to be yesterday, but we decided to do a birthday episode for Jacob Barber and Malcolm this week. So we'll have best movie duos part 2 coming up on May 9th. So yeah, that's where you can find us. So yeah, but this has been a very fun, unique episode. So yeah, so I'm letting all of our like partners in the channel, some of our like biggest regulars, just like do whatever episode they want for their birthday. So we let Austin do a mystery tournament. I'm doing a mystery tier ranker. So it's been fun. So so yeah, but that will be it for tonight. So for Zaddeus, for Steven, for Soda, for Malcolm, for Austin, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you guys next time.